Hello and welcome back to another Lord of the Rings live stream. Today we are continuing on in the uh, progression playthrough with the Dungeons of Kurth Garot. This looks kind of mean. I was looking through how this scenario plays, and it's not nice. There's a lot of enemies, a lot of things going on. Hello, Canadian Mustache. How's it going? How's your day going? So yeah, we're gonna be building a deck and then tackling this. Hey Jared, how's it going? I did look up the challenge rating and it is only a 6. So they say that it's not that challenging, and maybe I'm just over estimating how good these enemies are going to be, and how maybe that quick start is going to be an issue. The only thing that I can say is that it does look like we can hang out on this first stage for a while without really any issues. Um, and so basically, we're going through these dungeons. We're going to be rescuing. They're going to be stealing some of our allies and then heroes towards the end, and that is what we are going to be looking at. So we'll see how it goes. I'm pretty excited. I did. I think it was actually since the last time that we streamed Lord of the Rings that I did get to play the first two-handed game through the Agmar Awakens campaign. That's fun. Two-handed breaks my brain. I'm telling you. I mean, like, I feel like I always miss stuff in one player, and then you add a whole nother player with all those interactions, and yeah. He gets I filmed a 2-hour video and then realized I missed the rule that made the scenario. And I'm like, no. It was a good time. Alrighty. So we've got to rescue the prisoners. Basically, we're going to be getting a ally discarded from the top of our deck, and that ally is going to be guarded by this orc here, and we are going to then, yeah, honestly, I think that may be why the scenario is not rated super high. I think we just sit on this first stage and build up a absolute army. And when I think of army, I think of Gondor. I'm kind of leaning towards that direction to play and just get a ton of allies out there and see what we can do with the Gondorian fires. Um, but we could also go. Oh, I guess hobbits kind of are the opposite of what we want to do if we want to be sitting there for a while. But I do like hobbits. I'm gonna play hobbits a little bit. But I'm thinking we go Gondolor. Gondolor. I can't get Mandalore out of my head. Uh, Gondor build. That's going to give us a lot of ways to attack. That's going to give us a lot of ways to defend. We can run Baragon. We can run tactics. I think that is probably where we want to be, is to have Baragon, because there's a lot of orcs in here that when they attack allies, horrendous things happen. And so I'm thinking that if we use Baragon, who can be our primary defender, we can deal with that. I think there will be some sort of needed initial questing power. What that is, I'm not 100% sure whether that's AON or something else. And then I believe when we lose our hero here on stage 3, um, we can probably. I think we can probably get rid of our quester and then rescue the quester and then finish. So I'm thinking that's probably the route that we're going to go, because at that point we would have enough allies to kind of push. So that's my thought. I think it's definitely going to be a Baragon day. Just we need a pretty significant defender, and when I need a defender, I look to my uh, Gondor friend Baragon. Is there any other options that we could run? We could run like a Boromir and kind of just go, heavy upgrade. If we go with the shield, he gets up to a 4. If we go like, so there are options there, but I mean, starting with a Baragon with a 4 just feels so good. Um, uh, Miss In could also work. She can get kind of crazy on the defense. Haragon is not what we are vibing with today. So we could also go Bjorn. Bjorn's kind of the hilarious choice, but I'm thinking we're gonna go Baragon. It's going to be our defensive option, and then there's going to be all the toys that come along with Baragon, the shield, the spear, all of that good stuff that we can protect him with. And then we can start to take these orcs pretty early in the game and then not need to worry about like losing too much tempo because we're just going to be able to block. Now, the issue that comes with having him on the table is that it is an ally or a hero slot that we are not really questing with. And when we're starting with, I guess this would be 2/4 plus an encounter card to start us out. And then I think we're is on one. We're revealing a card. No, after we rescue a card, we get. Is it echoing really bad? I don't. I don't see it on my end that it's echoing. I don't have an echo. Okay, that's weird. I don't know if I've had an issue where someone's echoed on their end. Usually, I leave the camera audio on and then it gets really nasty. I'll close mine. It's probably just me. Okay. Hopefully that fixes it. Okay. So we got that. I'm kind of thinking that I don't really know where we want to go. Where does our heart take us? Is there anything in green that is super fun for Gondors? We could go traps. Honestly, traps are kind of fun. Traps are kind of interesting. Wonder if traps would be the way to go here. Because we're going to be getting a, well, we kind of have Baragon as our defender already. So we may not need the traps as like a enemy control system. I think we'll probably run blue. That's going to give us the questing power that we need, especially here at the beginning. We could go Glorfindel and just kind of cheese our way through this one. We could go Aowen. Aowen's so good. Just starting with that 4 stat. See, it was all on my side. That's weird. That's interesting. Well, I'm glad it's fixed. I don't. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm curious to see what caused that because that's weird. Okay. Caldara, it's Gondor. If we're kind of leaning into the Gondor, we got Eleanor, we got Caldara. I don't think there's any more Gondor in blue actually. Got Legolas. Yeah. Oh, we could go defense in blue. Nah. I think we'll just stick with tactics this go around. We could just like go with hobbits and Baragond. Go like Frodo and just keep threat super low. And then we can really kind of manage when we're taking those enemies and then defending against them and swinging back. Um, 'Cause I don't actually know if there is a ton of there's a ton of like hero synergy that we would need like a ton of Gondor heroes. My phone's just on the way out. Yeah, that's interesting. Hey, Gorismo, how's it going? We do have this objective ally who is a ban. While they are free of encounters, the first player gains control. Then after they exhaust, we can choose a Harad character to get +1, +1/+1 until the end of the round. I think probably what this looks like is I will just choose themselves and just quest with them for 2. Um, Or is that on? You fixed the chat screen. Yes. I literally just deleted it and put it right back in, and it's the equivalent of turning it off and turning it back on, and that's that seemed to work. So here we are. It worked out. It worked out. Cool. Got Sylvan allies. Denethor is kind of interesting here. Denethor is another defender. I don't know if we really need them. I do want to run in a mount deck at some points. Go. I'm kind of like vibing with this like Hobbits Baragond idea. We could go Sam and Frodo Baragond. I mean, like the Boromir is a really solid one here. Where once you have the money uh in his pool, then all the Gondor allies get +1, which is not insignificant. Let's just say that. Go Elo here and Eldon. Nah, that seems lame. Uh, uh, kind of like Sam. I kind of like Sam. Yeah, let's try Sam. Then I really like blue over lore here. Lore is really good though. I'm thinking honestly, Glorfindel would be really solid. Which I mean, like a Baragon Sam Glorfindel deck doesn't sound awful. It does give us the initial willpower that we would need, as well as the attack power that we would need afterwards. Um, and the only reason I'm not choosing Glorfindel is I've played with Glorfindel, but I haven't played with Glorfindel in a while. I'm gonna go with Glorfindel. I have not played with Glorfindel in a while, so I get into my head that I'm not allowed to pick heroes that I've played before, but sometimes those heroes are the fun ones, and so you might as well just play it. Okay, cool. Cool. So Trisphere deck, we're going blue, purple, and red. We've got a lot of fun options here. I think the first thing that we want to do is get all the toys for Baragon so that we get our shields. And at this point in my collection status, all my Marvel champions are stored in front of the divider, and my Lord of the Rings I have not switched over yet, so they're stored behind the divider, and it's getting very confusing. Let's go ahead and grab Gandalf while we're here. Um, I'm gonna grab the Handmaiden. The other kind of interesting, fun thing about this is some of our allies are going to be captured, and then whenever you defeat the enemy that is holding that ally, you then get to take control of the ally. It is exhausted at that point, um, but it is kind of fun if we just like run a ton of high cost allies and kind of cheat them in at some point. But I think that's a big ask. Um, I think we can actually run a pretty decent amount of side quests here. That's going to help us just stay on that first quest as we start to grow. Um, I was like, what am I looking for? I'm looking for the shield. We honestly could go with Gandalf here from Overhill Underhill, cuz that would be a pretty decent threat or quest boost. Now we do have to manage the threat that he would be adding, which would be 2 additional threat each round. But it's also like, I mean, he's really good. Um, probably hang off on that. I also have not started to organize the S cards in uh subdivided in alphabetical. There's just a lot of them. We're looking for Spear of the Citadel. I potentially may run 3 shields. We'll see how the deck build kind of shakes up. Grab a send for 8 while we're here. Oh, we don't have those. Um. Oh yeah, we got new ints. I forgot about that. While we're here, actually, let's grab Steward of Gondor. I 100,000% want to be running Steward. Always. Cut Steward out instead of adding it. Rohan Scout. Snowborn Scout. Actually, I don't even know if I want to grab Snowborn Scout. So we got a lot of bad things that happen when someone like a Snowborn Scout defends because of their low willpower and the enemies that are actually in that deck. Since you have all the weapons and armor, you can run the new Open the Armory event from this pack. Ooh, that's exciting. Let me find my. Where's my other Steward of Gondor? Open the Armory. Okay, I'll take a look for that. Is that a red card? Oh, there's the Spear of the Citadel. Neutral? Sweet. Thank you. I'm now convinced that there is no second copy of Steward of Gondor in my collection. Looking for a 2 cost in that upper left hand corner. And it would be sleeved. This is where I start to wonder if I put it in a different spot. Oh, you know what I did? Haha, I know where it is. I was lazy and I don't think I put away cards from last time. No, these are the starter deck cards. Never mind. That was actually good. So what are people's thoughts around this cycle? The Herat cycle. This is one that did not get a reprint. People kind of thought that it would. But like what's the general consensus from you all on do you enjoy this cycle, or is this one that you're okay that did not get the reprint? If you had to choose cycles that didn't get a reprint, right? Um okay. We're just gonna grab this Steward out of here. Because I've thought it was interesting so far. I don't know if there's been anything that has been super like, whoa, that was cool. Like in the cycle. Potentially some of the player cards, but like not I don't think that the quests have been super crazy. Um we're kind of making our way through the quest too at a pretty good clip. Open the Armory. It's a neutral card. Let's hop back here to the back. Search the top 10 cards of your deck for a weapon or armor attachment and add it to your deck. Yeah, 100,000%. Let's do that. Open the Armory. Let's grab 2 of those. I like the cycle. It has a lot of variety and quest types, but I'm pretty happy with the cycles that they chose to reprint. Yeah. I did kind of think we were gonna get one more. I don't know what what little bit of news or what I heard that gave me that hopium, but I thought for some reason I thought we were gonna get one more. But it's good. Yeah, I'm happy with what was reprinted. All right. So we've got the main toys for uh Baragon. Glorfindel, we need Light of Valinor. I've heard a lot of people feel like it should have been reprinted, but from what I've seen, it's mostly because Dream Chaser Sans Arid has the most connected story. Oh, it kind of Arid Mithrin got reprinted though, right? I don't have it. I just learned about it when you started playing it. I saw you using Vigilant Dunedain. I feel sad. Oh yeah, yeah, that's a really good card. Yeah, that's a really fun card. And then Sam's card is Build a Pony, so let's go ahead and grab Build a Pony. Grab Bofer as well. I think Bofer's not a Bill, 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 Bill. I'm gonna run both Bofers. I'm cool with what's being I was surprised that they did not do the Hobbit saga. I really thought we were gonna get a Hobbit saga. Um which it is what it is, but I was like, wow, I really thought we were gonna get that because we got all the other saga stuff. Um for more like the Gandalf in there is really, really solid. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time finding cards today. Ran out of coffee, so that probably is the main contributing factor. Got a Celsius, but I feel like sometimes the coffee just hits different, you know? Where's Bill? All right, we'll grab the bill from here. Bill. Because I think Bill is also a Hobbit. I think no. That no. don't, don't don't repeat what I just said. Bill is absolutely not from the Hobbit box. Um, I went and got the Hobbit Saga. Found good prices from Facebook. Oh, nice. That's good. Yeah, that's good. At least like the Hobbit Saga is probably going to be easier to hunt down than like all those like individual adventure packs. 4, 6, 8, 10. We need light of or not light of honor. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Um, yeah. Since it's two products rather than like seven products, that feels nice. Let's go with Elrond's Council. Honestly, Faint is going to be really good here too. So we'll probably grab a Faint. Oh, I love the Battle Master. I love dwarfs. Dwarfs are great. Where did the Battle Master come from? Because he's not in the starter decks. I wish they just repack that. Yeah, I think repacking all the hero cards and putting them in like an expansion or two could be nice, and you could do it in like themed decks as well. There are ways to do it, but that would have been really nice. Yeah, I wanted Faint. Yeah, this is the problem that I've started to find. Like these are F cards right here, because I'm doing this like EF like back and back behind or in front of the divider. I need to just change it. Battlemaster was the long dark, I think, in the Doradel cycle. I'm surprised they weren't in the dwarf starter deck. That seems like a really solid card for the dwarf deck. Was the dwarf starter deck not red? That may have been it. Huh. Uh a Will of the West is an interesting call here, mainly because I see like, hey, this is gonna get we're gonna discard cards. So if we discard something that's, hugely important to set up, that could be nice to be thinking about running to shuffle those back in. I don't think it's overly important. Let's grab Galadriel's Greeting. Just gonna manage threat. Here's I shuffled or I organized my two-player decks into colored sleeves because I was getting confused because I was playing them across the table. I don't remember. Looks like no tactics. We're in the. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I love the Battle Master. It's just like I attack for 12. You're like, what? It is limited to +4, so it's still only 5. But if you have 3 of them, it's like, okay, well that works. Galadriel's greeting. Probably want to go with a couple more allies. Make sure that we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Enough allies in the deck. We kind of went away from, saying that we were going to go Gondor. Is there anything else that we really need? We got potentially one more Light of Valinor. Get the third copy. Those are just really, really good. Um, and I think we just go with allies and fill out with allies. Got double back. Each hero gets +1 willpower when Rally of the West is in the. Yeah, we're gonna grab Rally of the West. Grab Red Arrow. I like Red Arrow. It kind of looks like we're thinking about putting Steward of Gondor on Glorfindel with the amount of blue cards and the higher cost blue cards that we've seen. And so that would give him the Gondor trait, and then we can throw the red arrow on him. Yeah, it's pretty much all blue. There's like no purple in here, actually. May want to think about that. Um, Start adding some purple cards into the deck. We don't have a test will or a hasty stroke in here. I'm going to just thumb through. Raises threat by 1 for each guarded objective he owns. If any player does not own a guarded objective, raise threat. Discards an ally, attaches his torture room. I think there's a couple of other things um that discard cards. So I think a Will of the West is not out of uh out of conversation. Looks maybe give Sam Song of Travel and use Fireside Song. Not familiar with Fireside Song. Jared, I like it when you give me recommendations for like cards that I haven't used a ton. Attached to a Hobbit hero, it gets +1 for each song attached to it. Heck yeah, dude, that's awesome. Yes. Yes, I love that. Do we run 1 or 2 of these? Huh. Song of Travel. Let's do that. And then that would give him +2. That's insane. Any suggestion? I don't doubt. I don't believe that for a second. I almost said I don't doubt that, and then I sounded like a complete. uh, no, uh, I don't. I don't believe that at all. We're starting to get a good number of songs in the deck, um, or in the game, and so I think that we could start building a song deck. Well, Skinbark seems real good here. Cannot have restricted attachments. While he's attacking an orc enemy alone, he gets that enemy does not count as defense. Yeah, we're gonna run 2 of those. Just coming across. Hey, there's Bill. Bill's in the S. Bill, what are you doing? Oh, he was next to Sam. That's kind of cute, though, right? Like that. That's kind of cute. My lack of organizational skills is showing. Ah, Song of Travel giving us uh the spirit resource icon. There we go. Probably run 2 of those, and then we can just drop it on Boromir. We want to as well. Actually, this is straight up not limited to one per hero, which I think is pretty funny. So we could drop it on Sam. It's not unique. So yeah, you can have two Song of Travels on one hero and just it's a +1 willpower at that point. That's kind of cool. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Uh, at this point, we're just gonna be looking at allies. We need allies in the deck. And let's look into blue since we are running Song of Travel. We're looking at ramping blue a little bit heavier than some of the others. So let's find blue allies that work for us. I think Arwen is gonna be solid here. I think I was gonna say Glorfindel. I was like, nope, we can't do Glorfindel too. We've got Northern Tracker. Honestly, Northern Tracker is a pretty solid, like solidly built tracker as well, in terms of like having 3 hit points and all of that. And I was looking at when revealed stuff. Each ally in play gets -1. I think it's probably worth running a test of will. I don't know about um hasty stroke. It could get like +2 damage. If we have healing, which we really don't. Hey Ryan, how's it going? If we have healing, is there any healing? I don't think there is. We do have the fire. Get +1. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine without him. We'll probably grab Tessa Will, but mainly because we can cancel some of those discard until you get an ally. Actually, Tessa Will maybe. We do have one. I don't remember how many copies each one of like the original starter decks came with. Good morning. I don't play Lord of the Rings, but I love your Champions content. Wanted to pop in for a bit to support the channel. I super appreciate it. Thanks. How's it going, Tim? Welcome. Happy 5-year Marvel Champions anniversary as well. Today is the 5-year for Marvel Champions, which is kind of crazy. Feels like it's not been that long. So that's cool. 5 years. Probably should have streamed Champions today and Lord of the Rings on Monday, but that would have required foresight. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough to come by. I like how I said we were going to grab allies and then proceeded to not grab allies. 2, 4, 6, 7. We got three cards left. I think we want. We could go Dunedain Pathfinder, and we're adding and not revealing the side schemes so we can get around some of that kind of stuff. But we're gonna grab Rider of Rohan because when there is a side quest in the victory display, we do not exhaust a quest, and so that's going to be nice to get that 2 willpower and then 2 attack, because I do think we're going to be questing on some of these side quests pretty heavily to start us out. So let's go ahead and grab 2 copies of Rider Rohan. Rider. I don't think I've played Rider of Rohan before. Oh yeah, Ranger of the North was more disappointing than I wanted it to be. I thought that was a cool idea. Wonder if they do anything else like that later in the game cycle. We could go with we have 49 cards right now. We could make that 50th card a extra copy of the shield just to kind of bump up the reliability of drawing into that and helping our early game outs. But we do also have the go find a shield, which seems pretty good. We could go with another handmaiden. Handmaidens are, I mean, it's a 2 cost 2 quester, which seems very, very solid. I think I do want to go with an ally rather than something else. I think there's a card like Ranger of the North for you. Oh, cool. Okay, nice. Are they playable or are they going to be similar? We can play Sam. Oh wait, hold on. No, never mind. Billow. No, we don't have any pipes. I'm thinking about just grabbing another copy of Handmaiden, calling it a day, and then we will lose and tweak. That always sounds fun. I didn't grab. Actually, you know what? I think the biggest thing here is going to be attack power. I guess we do have Glorfindel once we have that. We do have Skin Bark once we're able to play attack. But I don't actually know how much we're going to be able to deal damage to these enemies. And it's kind of exciting. I guess we have Bofer. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Who knows? Happy Friday, pets. Daylight saving time still messes me up. Yeah, it's insane. That's a thing. Alrighty, so we've got a starting threat of 23, which is a very fun sentence to say. You think that the tactics one is pretty good? I'd probably say tactics, spirit, lore, leadership. Okay, cool. I'm glad to hear that the leadership one is the worst one because it's like if one's worse than that, it's like okay. All right. So we got Sam Gamgee. After you engage an enemy with a higher engagement cost than your threat, we get to ready Sam. Sam also gets the attack there, and it may be worth running a dagger of what I think we're gonna let's find a dagger. Because a dagger on Glorfindel as well as Sam is going to be very beneficial because I think we're going to be trying to keep our threat pretty low and then engaging uh higher threat enemies, and then we're going to be getting +2 on the attack there, and that kind of solves the issue that I was raising about not having enough attack. Just I have some work to do over here because my cards are no longer sorted by alphabetical order. They're just in some of them are in front, some of them are behind. It's bad. Dagger. There we go. Okay, let's find 2 cards to cut out. Um, honestly, we're gonna cut out a feint. I think 2 feints is probably gonna be fine. We could cut out a song of travel. Bill's such a good pony. Um, cut out a Bofer. Come to think of it, I think you get the spirit card next. Oh, that's exciting. Ooh. So let's knock this thing out of the park and then open some new cards. That sounds fun. Um, what am I cutting? cut out a bill. I don't really want to cut out. We're gonna cut out a Boffer. Cut out the thing that's gonna help us find what we just put in. Yeah, it's a winning strategy, right? Okay, so Sam is a 3-1-1-3, and then whenever we engage an enemy with a higher engagement cost than our threat, we get to ready Sam, and he gets +1 to all the stats when we do that. Baragon, we know, we love. 10 cost 0-1-4-4. Lower the cost to play weapon and armor attachments on Baragon by 2. You do have open the armory, so Boffer isn't as neat. True. Yeah. Glorfindel, who is a 5 threat cost 3-3-1-5. And after Glorfindel exhausts to commit to a quest, raise your threat by 1. We do have that Light of Valinor card, which says that the attached hero does not have to exhaust to commit to the quest, which seems always very good. We are going to do our player setup before we do any of the encounter card setup. So we're going to shuffle up and draw our opening hand. Then we will start discarding cards and get a captured ally, which will be very sad. Let's go ahead and see what we got. Honestly, like, Steward is nice, but like we got a Test of Will, Light of Valinor. Probably just keep this hand just off of that alone. Rite of Rohan, Handmaiden, Greeting, Discipline. It is really nice to have Light of Valinor. That being said, our threat is pretty low to start, so if we don't have a Light of Valinor, that's okay. What would be it would be Baragon. I think I would honestly rather have things that deal with Baragon than Light of Valinor. I think. Also, this is a stupid amount of blue cards. Let's mulligan this. I think Light of Valinor is good. I think we can probably take the threat hit, although it does keep them ready for the combat phase. So maybe that is worth it. Here we are. Okay. Well, we'll see. I think a Steward of Gondor would be really nice. We got 3, 6. We got the Handmaiden, Elrond's Council, Northern Tracker, Gandalf, and a Arwen. Alrighty. 1A. Set the Urk Chieftain aside out of play at the captain's to the staging area. And 1 copy of Dungeon Cell to the stage area. This says while a character is attached to an encounter card, it is considered to be guarded objective with a blank text box. When a character is attached to an encounter card, discard each token and attachment on that character. And then when an objective is free of encounters, it is, quote, rescued, and that character's owner takes control of it exhausted. We were instructed to put Dungeon Cell into play. It gets plus X threat, where X is the printed willpower, so it's going to be 2 threats here. While it's in the staging area, gains force after an ally is destroyed attached to Dungeon Cell if there is no objective attached to Dungeon Cell. So that's there. And then we got to choose each player searches the encounter deck for a different orc enemy and adds it to the staging area. I chose the Urk of Mordor. Each ally with less willpower than its threat cannot defend. And then it's a 2 threat. Mainly, it's going to be a pretty easy one for Baragon to deal with. Shuffle the encounter deck, starting with the first player. Each player discard cards from the top of the deck until an ally is not in play, is discarded and attaches that ally to an unattached enemy. Okay, don't lose too many good cards. No, we lost Fireside Song. That's at Galadrim Greeting and Galadrim's Handmaiden. So Fireside Song is gone. That was the only copy we had in there of that, so that's fun. Cool. Will of the West. Each enemy in the staging area that is guarding an objective is each enemy and location in the staging area that is guarding an objective is immune to player card effects. After any number of characters are rescued, reveal an encounter card. The stage cannot be defeated while a guarded objective is in play. Alrighty. Let's start. We're gonna draw into a test of will. I'm gonna pass out some money. I think Mola getting Light of Valinor is probably a mistake. We do have a Gondorian discipline, so I think we can probably take that orc this round, block with a Baragon. We do have safety against the +2 attack. If we don't quest with Glorfindel, then we do have no damage that we can do, but it gets it out of the staging area, which is nice. And I think at this point we're just not playing. I'm trying to think if I want to quest with Glorfindel or if I want to throw 3 damage on the orc. We're showing 4. I don't. Let's go 6 and we'll raise our threat by 1. We're going to flip into a surge. When revealed, Dungeon Warden makes an immediate attack against the player who controls the most allies. I guess that would be me. I will block with Baragon. It's going to be 3, no shadow effect. Surges into another Orc of Mordor. This is not great, team. So we're showing 2, 4, 5, 7. We quested for 4, so let's raise our threat by 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna take an undefended attack right there. That's not good at all. It's gonna be 3. We can throw 3 damage onto Glorfindel, I guess. Ew, that's not a good start at all. We could go. Let's just go 1, and we're gonna play Discipline to prevent 2 of that. Okay. Ow. Increase our threat to 28. Pass out money. We'll draw into a Spear of the Citadel, so let's go ahead and drop that onto the table. That's nice. We can play Arwen. We could play Gandalf. Gandalf is not a horrible play. Actually, I wanted to travel here. Sorry. Gandalf's not an awful play. Because we can snipe this guy out of the staging area. This one's immune. But then we have a defend. Gandalf can swing back and take out the dungeon ward. Or we could draw cards with Gandalf. I think what we'll do is we will wait a round. Yeah, I think we're going to wait. We're going to try and wait a round. We're at 28. We're going to wait around and see if we can. I don't have sneak attack in this deck. Seems like a oversight. Let's go ahead and spend 2 to play Arwen. Okay. Then I think next round we'll be able to play Gandalf with our non spirit resources. And we can figure out what we want to do there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and quest for 2. And we're showing 4. Quest for 2, we're going to give Baragon +1 defense. We're going to quest for 5 there. Yeah, we're going to quest for 5. Flip into when revealed, each player exhausts a character he controls until the end of the combat phase. Those characters cannot ready. We will exhaust Glorfindel. And we quested for 5. We're showing 4. We'll place 1 progress here. Cool. We're not going to optionally engage any of these, but we will go ahead and defend. We'll deal 1 damage back to the warg. We're defending for 4. It's going to be 3. Till the end of the round, the defending character cannot ready. So that means that we are out of a Baragon until next round. So let's stand up. We cannot ready Baragon, which is very sad. Increase our threat Draw into another test of will. I'm not liking the card draws here. Um, I think we're gonna save the Glorfindel money. We do have a test of will if we want to use that. I honestly think we're gonna drop a Gandalf at this point. Um, Snipe there. Yeah. You know what? Actually, I don't think we're gonna snipe. I think we're gonna draw cards. I think we would. I would rather have the card draw. Yeah. Let's go 3, 4, 5. We're gonna play Gandalf. We're gonna draw 3 cards. Got Faint, the Red Arrow, and a Northern Tracker. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this warg here. Do I want to keep it keep it around in terms of like Baragon can just knock it out eventually? One swing from Glorfindel does take it out. We're going to be questing over here. Um, Minimum 5. We're showing 4, so we're good there. It's a good question, my friends. I think we're going to. We can take the attack of 3 undefended if we draw into the deal, or they get +2. That stinks, but it is what it is. So let's. I guess we can leave Glorfindel ready so we can. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go 3, 5, 9. We'll give Glorfindel +1 defense. We're gonna flip into a 3. It gets +X while attacking a character with less willpower than the Warg Rider, where X is the difference. This is gonna be 3. We quested for 9. We're showing 7. So we'll add 2 here. We're not gonna quest with anything. I think we may take this undefended. It's gonna be 3 +1. We'll take 4 damage on Glorfindel. It's a little scary, but Glorfindel will swing back and take him out. All right. Gandalf leaves play. We're gonna stand up, increase our threat to 30. We do have Baragon back. I'm gonna draw into a. Hey, there's Gandalf. I'm not dead yet. Um, I I think at this point we're just gonna hang on. We're gonna wait for Gandalf to play again at some point. The problem is that this attacks Baragon for 6, which is really scary. We could feint it, or I mean, like we can just take these orcs. I think we can deal with the orcs first. Um, I don't. We have so many blue cards. I don't think that there's actually anything that I really want to play. I think we will probably. We'll probably take one of those orcs out. Probably this guy out of the staging area. I'm hoping that we can clear here, and then we can have Baragon defend. I think that's what we'll do. But then that will ready Sam. Baragon will defend. Sam can hit for nothing. So if we go 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're showing 7. Glorfindel is 1, 2, 3. And we do increase our threat by 1 because no Light of Valinor. That is 8. Ugh. I'm gonna flip into when revealed, the first player attaches an ally he controls to an unattached enemy in the staging area. If he cannot They gain doomed 2. We're gonna go ahead and spend 1 to test a will that. Okay. We quested for 8. We're showing 7. I'm going to play Elrond's Council here to give +1. So we quest for 9. That will clear here, which is kind of what the whole point was. And we're going to reduce our threat by 3. It's going to take us down to 28. This clears. So we get this ally. They are exhausted. Same, though. We're going to pull this orc out of the staging area, which will ready Sam. Then we're going to defend with Baragond. It's attacking us for 4. We're defending for 4. Our spear gives him 1 damage. No shadow effect. And then Sam is going to swing in 2 into the 2 defense. Just for fun. All right, let's increase our threat. Stand up. And draw into Light of Valinor. Now, ooh, alrighty. Alrighty. That feels good. Let's go ahead and drop a Light of Valinor on Glorfindel. Heck yeah. Okay, that feels good. That feels really, really good. I am so ready to draw a Sword of Gondor. We could drop a Gandalf to draw some cards. If we do, we could snipe him out. No, we're not. That's not how that works. Ooh, actually, if we drop Gandalf, we could use Gandalf to defend here. That may be actually the route that we go for next round. If we play Gandalf, we can draw cards, and then we can use Gandalf to defend here, and we can figure out our attack strategy. Our attack strategy. So that would be fine here. Getting an error on YouTube. Is everyone is the stream okay on YouTube? It looks fine. So I hope it's fine. Okay. I'm good with that. So let's go ahead. We are showing 5. I don't want to quest too hard. I don't want to not. Yeah, so let's go Arwen. Seems fine. Okay, cool. Sometimes it throws those like Arrhenius error messages, so we'll give Baragon +1 defense. That's 4. There's 7. 10. So we're questing for 10. Okay, the error message went away, so I think we're good now. So it looks like someone else joined the stream, so I thank them for joining and sending the error messages away. Thank you, I appreciate it. 10 to 5, we're going to flip into a 3 while it's guarding an objective. It gets +2 defense. While it's not guarding an objective, it gains force. After prison guard attacks and damages an ally, attach that ally to prison guard. Gross. That's a 3 right there. I kind of hate that. So we'll add 2. Oh, I forgot to reveal an encounter card. So that'll be there. We'll just reveal this. While it's in the staging area, gains when a player card would reduce a player's threat by any amount, reduce that amount to 1. Each player discards the top 3 cards of their deck and raises their threat by 1 for each ally discarded this way. We're going to go ahead and go down. We'll go ahead and travel here. Song of Travel, the storm comes, and Sword of Gondor. What a brutal flip. Oh, no, that's so sad. That's so sad. That's a brutal. That was gonna be so nice. Thank you, Curtis. Woo! I can't. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Wow. Okay. Cool. That's fun. Cool. Gosh, I can't believe that. We're not going to engage anybody. We do got this guy. We're gonna block with Baragon for 5. He's attacking for 4. It gets +1 if it destroys the character. It does not. Then Glorfindel will swing back for 3, dealing 1 damage to him. Oh, I can't believe I just discarded those 3 cards. Alrighty, let's stand up. Let's draw a Steward of Gondor and make it all okay. Rally the West. While this quest is in the victory display, each hero gets +1 willpower. So that's pretty nice. Pass out money. Increase our threat. We're at 30. So the prison card will engage us this round. I'm straight thinking about just dropping a Gandalf to snipe this guy. Um, Maybe not. I may be able to just defend with Baragon there. This guy gets a little annoying. So I have to figure out what to do with him. Is there a way that I can... Oh, I can feint. That's not a bad idea. Hmm. I think I want to draw cards. Hey, how's it going, Rue buddy? I think I really want to draw cards. I need to get some time. That being said, I could just like wait it out. Like there's nothing that's really like killing me here. We do have a feint, which we could use. I cannot believe we discarded those cards. Makes me want to draw cards even more. Let's draw some cards. I don't actually know what I'm gonna be doing for this defense though. I guess we don't have to quest with Gandalf, and we can block Gandalf there. And damage as an ally. That would actually be kind of fun if uh, Prison Guard takes Gandalf away. I guess it comes back into play exhausted, so it wouldn't actually work. But let's go to 2, 4, 5 to play Gandalf. We're going to draw 3 cards. We got Galadriel's Greeting, Handmaiden, and a Dagger. I think I'm going to wait to play the Dagger. I think I'd rather play the Feint, and we're just going to feint this Prison Guard here. So mad. Um, I think we can hold off on playing Rally the West. We're not really placing a ton of progress right now. Um, that being said, we could always just quest on it just in case some does sneak through. I don't know if we're necessarily in that spot yet, and so we might as well hang on to it so that we have a test of will and potentially a sooner Northern Tracker drop. Okay, let's count up what we're questing for. We're gonna go 3, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna give Baragon +1 defense. We are showing 3, 6, 8. Ew. 10. So what we can do is Baragon can block here, and that will just immediately kill him. Then we've got a engage. We can block with a Gandalf here. We can throw 2 damage from Glorfindel. The other thing, actually, we're gonna spend 1. We're gonna play the dagger onto Glorfindel, and then Glorfindel is gonna be swinging for 5, which would take him out. No, because we don't actually have a lower engagement cost or lower threat. But then Baragon can take him out next turn with just a basic defense. So we'll be good there. So Gandalf's defending here, Baragon's defending here. We're going to be seeing a lot of encounter cards, so it is what it is. Alrighty, let's see what happens. We're questing for 10, showing 8. For each player raises his threat by 1 for each guarded objective he owns. If any player does not own a guarded objective, this gains Surge. Guarded objective he owns. I think that is the guarded objective that they're talking about, so we'll raise our threat by 1. Okay, that's not bad. We'll place 2 here. We'll engage here. Pass out shadow cards. Oh. We will start by defending here, which will knock him out because when they're declared as the defender. So we get a handmaiden who is exhausted, and we have to reveal another encounter card, which is Urk of the Eye. They get -5 engagement cost when they're in the staging area, and each orc engaged with the player gets +1 threat. Alrighty, we're gonna have to get rid of that. Okay. Gandalf is gonna block here. It's gonna be 4. If the attacking enemy's threat is greater than the defending player's willpower, attach the defending ally um, to the attacking enemy. It does not, so that just cancels out. Then Glorfindel will swing for a 4, dealing 3 damage. The issue now is that this will engage us because of the eye. At the end of the round, Gandalf leaves play. We will stand up. We'll increase our threat to 32. We're not in a horrible spot. Losing Steward was very sad. We're going to draw into... There's Skinbark. Skinbark's actually fantastic here. We don't have any money to play Skinbark, but Skinbark is really cool. Okay. We could play Galadriel's Greeting. That would get us to the point where we're not engaging another... we're not engaging this guy. That may be what we need to do, unfortunately. If we can reduce the threat, we don't engage there. We don't really have a defensive... I guess we could block with Sam, but Sam would die, and I don't want Sam to die. We do have a feint. We have a feint. But a feint means that we're not playing Skinbark for a turn, which is sad. But I feel like our damage potential is getting to where it needs to be. So we can hold off a little bit on Skinbark, I believe. If we're gonna do that, we're gonna just take the orc. That gives us the ability to still play a test of will and play Galadriel's Greeting next round. We're not engaging both of these. So yeah. We're gonna quest on Urks of the Eye. Just making sure that there's nothing in here that we could deal with. We're gonna go with 3, 6, 8, 10, 12 will give Baragon +1. So requesting 12 on 5. I'm going to flip into Gate of Iron. While it's in the staging area, progress cannot be placed on locations in the staging area. We can discard the top card in the encounter deck. Then the first player must discard a card from his hand with a cost greater than the card's threat, or raise each player's threat by 3. Honestly, that's not the end of the world. We can toss a Northern Tracker and be pretty okay with that. Okay, so we quested for 12. We are showing 8. That means that we place 5. No, that's not how math works. We place 4. We'll place 3 on here. That will clear. We'll go ahead and travel here. We have to, I guess. It's a 0, so we just have to discard a card with more than... Honestly, that can be the red arrow, I think. I'm going to discard the red arrow. Our quest seems to be fairly okay. We're going to engage here because our threat is 32, and currently they have -5 engagement cost. We will block dealing a damage and taking out this orc. And then we're going to spend 1 to play feint, and this orc does not attack. Okay. All right. Now we're just showing 3. We've got the orc here. Let's go ahead and stand up. We're feeling fairly okay. I guess Glorfindel will swing back and attack and deal 1 damage. Forgot that Glorfindel was not exhausted. That's nice. Okay. Threat goes up. We draw into a shield. We'll just go ahead and put that right there. Shield gives us a lot of security, which is nice. Now we're defending for like 7. We'll be okay. We'll be okay defending for 7. We can pretty easily. Hey, Infectious Zombie, thank you for this subscription. Yes, thank you so very much. I hope you're doing amazing. 21 months is so sweet. That's fun. In fact, and subscribe with Prime. It does not have to be me, but if you do have Amazon Prime, you do have a free subscription that you can pass out to your favorite Twitch streamer. Does not have to be me, but just give somebody Jeff Bezos his money. Which encounters this? This is the Dungeons of Kurth Garot. So this is I think the second to last or third to last in the Sands of Harad cycle. Alrighty, sweet. What are we doing? I don't think we need a Northern Tracker on the table right now. I think we can play. We don't need to play Gladrium's Greeting. We can do it later. We could go Handmaid. Handmaid is not the worst idea. We get to lower our threat a little bit, gives us more quest power. Or we could just hang out and play Northern Tracker next round. Or we're actually probably going to play Rally the West next round. That's pretty cool. I am doing well. It's a good day. It's just a good day. Alrighty. We are showing 3 requesting here. I think we're actually going to be okay without playing any cards this round, and we can kind of just feel it out to see where we're going next. So let's just quest for 3, 6, 8, 10, 12. Requesting for 12. We're giving +1 defense to Baragon. We are showing 3. Requesting on here. Seems like a little bit of overkill, but that's fine. I'd rather just totally get that out of here. We got win revealed. Each player raises his threat by 1 for each guarded objective he owns. If any player does not own a guarded objective, it gains surge. We will let it surge into a Mordor warg, attach to an orc enemy, and return that enemy to the staging area. Counts as a mount attachment. Attached enemy gets +2, +2, +2, and +2 hit points. And then when this leaves play, add the the warg to. Actually, I'm just gonna go here. No, unsubscribe. We're gonna go here. He comes back. So this is we're now showing 7. We quested for 12. That is enough to place 5, which is enough to clear here and here. Honestly, we don't have to defend there or engage there, and I don't think we will. I don't think there's any benefit for us to engaging there. We're going to just wait a little bit until we can drop a Skin Bark, and Skin Bark can snipe him out of existence, and we'll be good. Cool. Or we could engage. Actually, hold up. We could engage. He would be attacking for 6. Baragon would be defending for 7. We would deal 1 damage, and then we would be able to attack back for 5, 6, 7, which would be enough to actually take him out. So let's do that. We're going to engage. That's going to ready Sam. We're going to defend for 7 against his 6 with Baragon. Deal a damage there. No shadow effect. Then we're going to swing for 5, 6, 7 against his 4, which will add 3 damage, and then the warg will go back. Nice. Okay. That worked out. Plus $2 stats is mean. Yeah, right? Why can't we be the only one with mounts? Yes. I 100,000% agree with you. We'll stand up. We'll go to 34. Draw into Elrond's Council. Always nice to see. I can't believe we discarded everything that we needed. It's so funny. We're one turn away from Skin Bark, so let's just continue to hold out hope there. We're going to play 1 for Rally of the West. We're going to be questing on Rally of the West this round because I don't care about moving on right now. I'd rather just build out. We do have a Test of Will. Honestly, I think we can. We're going to go ahead and spend 2 to play Galadriel's Handmaiden. We're going to reduce our threat by 1. We're going to keep the money around for a Test of Will. We do have another Handmaiden, so that's going to be nice. Okay. I think I need another feint for this Ward Rider. So we're going to be questing here on Rally of the West, which I think is the first time that I've ever said that on stream. I think it's a new card, so that's pretty exciting. Let's go 4, 6, 8, plus 1 defense to our friend Baragon, 11. 14. Showing 5. I'm going to show a 2. While it's in the staging area, when a player card would reduce player's threat by any amount, reduce that amount to 1. Each player discards the top 3 cards of their deck and raises his threat by 1 for each ally discarded this way. Which last time I did not discard an ally. I'm not doing that. I'm going to get a Northern Tracker. We're just going to clear that the old-fashioned way and not discard our second copy of Steward or anything. So that's just going to stay out there. We quested for 14. We are showing we're down to 10. We're down to 7. It does clear Rally of the West, which is awesome. And so now all of our heroes get +1 willpower, which is pretty sweet. We're going to go ahead and engage here. Nope. Engage here. We'll go ahead and defend with Baragon for 7. He's attacking for 2. No shadow effect. That deals 1 damage back, and then we'll just swing and kill with Glorfindel. I like the wargs. I think that it's a cool design. The wargs are a cool design. All right, let's stand up. We'll increase our threat to 34. We'll draw into Galadriel's Greeting. All right, so our threat seems to be at a point where we can just kind of manage the game for a while, not quest too hard on that main, because I don't want to push, because the game cranks its difficulty up to 10 once we do start pushing, and so I want to be in a board state where we can handle everything that will be happening. We do have a Skin Bark, so let's go ahead and just drop the Skin Bark. He's going to come into play exhausted. But that's going to be a nice way to just kind of crush some orcs. I think next round we'll be able to play the Northern Tracker, potentially in 2 rounds. I think this 2 here is not the end of the world. I do think we are at a point where I don't want to quest too hard though, because I could easily blitz through that, because we're only showing 5. We have so many blue cards. So many blue cards. I should have thought about that in the deck balance a little bit better. Okay, so if we engage this thing, it does attack for 5 now because we do have +1 willpower. So 5 is not horrible. I think we can engage this and take it out. Yeah, we can. Yeah, I don't think that I need to worry too much about that. Let's go Arwen for 2, Glorfindel for 3, Sam for 3. That's going to put us at 8. Let's go 2 more. That's going to put us at 10. We're showing 5. I feel pretty comfortable with that. It's a cool design. I just like thinking about all the cool stuff you can do as players, and then get caught off guard with the encounter deck starts. Yeah, right. 10, showing a torture room. The first player discards cards from the top of their deck until he discards an ally. Attach that ally to torture room and discard each other copy of that ally from play. While torture room is guarding an objective, it gains force at the end of the round. Raise each player's threat by 1. We're going to go ahead and spend 1 to play a test of will and cancel the heck out of that when revealed effect. Also, I learned in the comments that you cannot cancel when revealed effects on side schemes, which is something that is in the rule book of Heirs of, or not Heirs of Numenor, of Agmar Awaken. I completely missed that. So we are showing 8. We'll place 2. 1, 2. We'll go ahead and travel here. Get that out of there. And then we'll engage, which will ready Sam. We'll defend with Baragon dealing a damage. And we are getting attacked for 5. We're defending for 7. It gets +1. So we take no damage. We'll swing back for 3. No, we'll swing back for 5, which straight up Glorfindel can take him out. Glorfindel's really, really good. All right. Stand up. Skin Bark is now online. I think if we do lose this, we'll probably want to look at throwing a Will of the West in here, or potentially multiple, so that we can shuffle these cards back in. Also, dwarves would be really fun against this quest, because you can go dwarfs and all of like the hidden cash or the miners. Heck, we may even just throw those in here anyways, because once we discard those cards from the top of our deck, they go into play, etc. stuff. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Did I raise my threat? I don't think I did. 35. Draw into a Arwen. Ooh. We would have lost Arwen. That would actually would have been a fine time to take that though. I think at this point we're just kind of hanging out, waiting for Northern Tracker to come online. Sam looks like he's played Sword of Gondor on himself with how many resources he has. Here we are. Or you could play Digging Deep for more resources. That's hidden cash in this game. Yeah. Yeah. All right, we're not gonna do anything. We're just going to quest. We're showing 2. We'll quest for 3, 6, 8, and we'll give Baragon the +1. 8 to 2. We're gonna flip into in enemy territory. This surges. Each player cannot have more than 5 cards in hand. No! 2, 4, 6, 7. Immediately choose and discard cards from your hand until you have 5. Each player draws a card whenever we go in. Let's go ahead and discard cards. We're going to discard Arwen. We're going to discard Northern Tracker. That's 5. We could play Elrond's Council if we wanted. No, I don't want to. We're going to have to discard a card. That's fine. That surges into when revealed, each player must choose to either raise your threat by 1 or discard a character you control. Ooh. Discard the Handmaid. So we have no guarded objectives. We're questing for, what did I say, 8. We're showing 2, so we got 4 there, 1 here. Okay. End of the round, we will raise our threat to 36. We will stand up. We will draw a card, and then we will have to discard a card. Honestly, I think we can discard the feint. I'm not too concerned about getting rid of the feint here. Yeah, that's fine. Alrighty. Pass out money. Sam is turning into a dwarf with all the wealth that he is hoarding. I think we're going to go ahead and just spend 4 to play a Northern Tracker, and we can start dealing with that. Alrighty. We're going to quest on enemy territory. We're showing 2. We'll go 3, 6, 7. Place 1 here. 9, 11, 13. +1 defense here. I have watched Nelson play this game so many times, still don't understand what's going on, but it looks fun and it's Lord of the Rings. It's a fun game. It's a really fun game. Do you have any specific questions about what's going on? Because I am more than happy to talk about it. What did I say? 13. Showing 2. Questing here. We got the prison guard. While the prison guard is guarding an objective, it gets +2 defense. While it's not guarding an objective, it gains force after it attacks and damages an ally. Attach that ally to prison guard. That's going to show us 5. We quested for 13, which means that we place 8, which is a perfect amount to clear here. Goes into our victory display. Let me check and see if that other one that we cleared has a victory on it. It does. So that one needs to be up there too. No one knows what's going on. That's so fair. Nice. We get to draw a card, which is gather information. Hey! Cool. That works. We'll go ahead and engage here because our threat is so high. We'll defend with a Baragon. It's going to be 4. Gets +1. No damage. Skin Bark is going to attack by itself and take it out because that's fun. I think to dip my toes into this game maybe next year. At the moment, I'm invested in Marvel Champions Arkham Horror. I do think that this game is in a spot where it's pretty easy to step into with the starter decks and the repackaged content. They've made it fairly approachable, so I think it's a good time to step in. How do players' side quests work? So very similar to player side schemes in Marvel Champions, they are going to be things that you put out onto the table, and whenever you defeat them, you get a benefit. The cost of the player side quest is up in the top left corner, so it cost me 0 to put this into play, and then that 4 kind of underneath that 0 is how many quest points it needs to clear. And so like that's kind of the normal way that anything is displayed in this game. So like when I hit 10 quest points on this progresses. When I hit 3 on this progresses, and this is one of the locations. And so I'm counting the progress here on this dial. Player side quest, when they go out, you put them out, and any player side quest or normal side quest, you can only quest on one quest any round. And so I'm going to say I'm going to choose to quest on gather information. When I do that, any progress that I would put on the quest instead goes on gather information. Do they block you from progressing the actual quest? Yes. You are choosing where you are going to be placing your progress that round. Is it going to be on the side quest or the main quest? You're going to choose. Yeah. And then any active location blocks progress being placed on whatever you're questing on. I'm going to increase our threat. I'm going to stand up. We're going to draw a card into Song of Travel. Yeah, let's go. Let's pass out some money and let's have Sam ball out on these blue cards. Heck yeah. Alrighty. We're going to go 1 from Baragon to go Song of Travel onto Samwise Gamgee. He now has the blue aspect. The location does block the side quest as well. Yes, yeah. Whenever you're questing, any progress is always placed on the active location before anything else. Oh, we got so much. Let's go gather information out there. Let's go with a Galadriel's Handmaiden. It's going to reduce our threat by 1. We're going to go with a Galadriel's Greeting to reduce our threat by... No, we can't. Just kidding. We're going to hang out and wait until we clear that because that's going to block it. But we still get the reduction of 1. Okay. Next turn, we'll do all that stuff. We're going to quest on gather information. That's going to allow us to search our deck for a card and add it to our hand. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure what that will be, but we will find it when we look for it. Probably Steward of Gondor, actually. That seems pretty decent. So we're showing 2. Let's go ahead and quest for. I've not been counting my bonus quest either. So I'm actually gonna add 2 here, just because. Yeah, but this is actually 4. I'm gonna put this. Y'all can't see it, but I can see it a little bit easier. So it's gonna be 4, 8, 10. Questing here. 11. Place 1 there. 13. Now flip into a Arc of Mordor, which has 2. Okay. So we show 4. We quested for 13. That will clear gather information. I would hope they keep reprinting. I would love to have this cycle, although my wallet would appreciate. I think they have announced that they are done reprinting. I think Return of the King was the last thing that they were reprinting, sadly. Um, so yeah, sad. Steward of Gondor is our next card. Unexpected Courage is pretty good. I think we just take Steward and call it a day. Yeah, unfortunately. I'm hoping they change their mind at some point. That'd be awesome. Alrighty. We'll go ahead and engage here because we have to. We will block with Baragon for 7. We'll deal a damage to him when we do block. He's going to attack for 4, 5. Then Skinbark is going to attack alone, ignore the defense, and take him out. Skinbark is pretty awesome against quests with a high number of orcs in them. Like, just 4 undefendable damage is good. It's very, very good. Alrighty. Increase our threats. We're going to stand up. But at this point, we do have Steward of Gondor. We do have Galadriel Greetings. We can reduce our threat all the way back down. And yeah. Threat got increased. We're going to draw into a Northern Tracker. Excellent, actually. That's pretty awesome. We're going to grab a Northern Tracker. Let's go ahead and spin 2 from Sam to play Steward of Gondor onto Sam. I may play it on Glorfindel. No, I don't think there's anything that's going to lose our... I'm going to play it on Glorfindel because I think when we lose a hero, we're going to lose Sam. Because when we go to stage 3, we're going to need to lose a hero. I think we're going to lose Sam instead of Glorfindel. Although if we lose Glorfindel, well, we don't have a Light of Valinor that we can play then. We could draw one. Nah, it's going to be Sam. I was like, we could heal, basically. It's definitely the end of what was originally approved by Asmodee. I know Caleb said he would continue working on Lord of the Rings forever if they let him. So as long as he's around, there could be a chance in another couple of years. That'd be sick. I did just get the ALEP stuff. Oh, cool. Yeah. I'm curious to know how that is. I think that's something that I'm going to want to pursue at some point in my life. So that'll be fun. Skinbark is awesome in this quest. Looks like he can one-shot everything but the Chieftain. If Baragon damages... Yep. You can just, like, ping him and be okay. It's pretty great. Let's go 4. And we're going to drop a Northern Tracker. We got a second copy of Northern Tracker out there. Alrighty. We're questing on the main. We're going to have 0. Let's go ahead and just quest for 1. That will clear here. I don't think there's any reason for me to push really hard here. Like, we can just kind of build up an arsenal, which feels a little like, but that's the route you're going to take when you want more stuff. Yeah, I do have all the Nightmare stuff, and so I'm pretty excited to try that as well. But yeah, good stuff. So requesting for 1. We've got 5. We're going to just quest. No, we're going to go. We're going to quest for 3. We're going to quest for 3, and that's it. Yeah, we're gonna quest for 3. I'm gonna flip into a 3, the Gates of Iron. While it's in the staging area, progress cannot be placed. Discard the top card of the encounter deck, and then we have to discard a card from our hand with a cost that is higher than that. I kind of want my greetings, so I don't know if I'm going to travel there yet. I'm gonna see if I can find another card that will be better at discarding at that point. So no progress is placed. We will increase our threats. We will stand up. And this is where we start to gain a little bit of acceleration. We got another shield. Pass out some money. Guess we could play the shield on Glorfindel. Call it a day. Or honestly, we could play Galadriel's Greeting. We could dump the hand and then travel here and then just raise our threat by 3. I don't know if I want to play Elrond's Council. Let's go 3 to play Galadriel's Greeting to reduce our threat by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't want to track in any other directions? Oh, with the Northern Tracker. Let's go 3 to play another Galadriel's Greeting. That's going to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 takes us down to 26. Yeah, I mean that feels pretty good. I think when we progress, we lose an ally. Each enemy in the staging area cannot take damage and gets plus X engagement cost, where X is the number of progress tokens here. At the end of the round, reveal an encounter card, then place 1 resource here if no enemies were engaged this round. Oh, that's kind of fun. Yeah, players cannot defeat this stage unless there are at least 2 resources here. Okay. Can you explain shortly what threat is about? Absolutely. Threat is kind of the idea thematically, and I'll explain it mechanically in a second. Threat is kind of the idea of how well known are you to the enemy. So each hero is kind of balanced out by their threat cost. So Glorfindel is 5, 10, 8, which are all pretty low. The higher the threat, the better the hero is going to be. This is going to be your starting threat. If you ever hit 50 threat, you lose the game. You just straight up lose the game. And so there are cards out there that start with 14 threat. Gandalf, Elrond would start with 13, and then like you can start with some really high threats, but like the offset of coming in with these epically powerful heroes is that you have less rounds to win the game because you increase threat every single round. If you ever hit 50, you lose. The other thing that threat does is that there's going to be an engagement cost in enemies. So up in the top left corner, that 35 means that if your threat is at or above 35, the orc will thematically know where you are and come attack you. And so if you're lower than that, the orc is not sure where you're at and is not going to come and attack you. So threat is twofold. It's a loss condition, as well as this is going to come and our enemies are going to come and attack you based on your threat. I think. Do we push? I think we can push, honestly. I don't see an issue at all here. I really like the mechanic. I think it's a really solid mechanic. I like the fact that you can balance hero strength with threat cost. So like you don't want Fatty the Hobbit to be balanced with Gandalf, right? The way that they do that is that Fatty, I think, is a threat cost of 7, Gandalf is 14. So you get 7 less rounds to play the game if you play Gandalf versus Fatty. And so like and then there are things that interact with your threat level. So like there's secrecy. So if your threat is under 20, any secrecy cards can trigger. There are valor cards, which are like the Gondor. Like if your threat is above 40, so you're about to lose the game, you can get some of these really powerful effects where you can like actually I had one in here. So it's like there's a valor response. So this means that you can only trigger this response if you have a threat cost of, or a threat of 40 or higher. And you then get to do it, and it's going to be a good effect. But you're running that risk of, I'm pretty close to losing this game. The other way that threat can be raised other than encounter cards, is if you quest and the total threat in the staging area, and I do wish that it used a different term, but when you're questing, you're comparing this threat to the total willpower. If you quest for less than what is shown in the staging area, you will increase your threat by the difference in which you quest. So if there's 10 out here, you quest for 7, you would raise your threat by 3. Alrighty. I think do we just go? Do we just push? I think we do. I think we do. I think at this point, um, like we can sit here and wait and get that Gandalf. Trying to think of what else is in that deck. I don't necessarily think there's anything that's really, really needed. Um, so I think we just kind of we just call it and go for it. So let's go 4, 8. Thank you, PB. So that's 8. Let's go 10, and we'll give Baragon the +1 defense. We're showing 3. We're gonna flip into a 4 after Jailer engages you. Attach an ally you control to it. Alrighty. Okay, so that's 7. We quested for 10, so we'll place 3. Go up to 8. We'll go ahead and engage here. After they engage you, attach an ally you control to it. I guess we'll go Arwen. We will defend with Baragon. That will deal 1 damage here. And we're defending. He's attacking for 3 against 7. Return the attacking enemy to the staging area. Oh, boo. Boo. All right, so he's up there. That's fine. All right, so I won't attack you. It's kind of weird that they use threat. I agree. I think that was a mistake. I don't know what I would call it. I would just call it something different. It provides more confusion than, I don't know if it provides any benefit. I think it is just a confusing way to do it. All right, let's increase our threat by 1. We're gonna draw into a test of will. That's actually pretty nice to have grabbed. Get money. Baragon with a stupid amount of money. With Magneto drops, I'm building the worst ever Warlock deck using the new Leadership Minion Finder. Come at me, bub. The old Aggression Minion to their stuff. Nice. I'm expecting that. Well, we don't have a yellow one, do we? I guess we have one way or another. You could call your threat level the looming threat to differentiate, but keep the same feel. I like that. I like that. Oh, it's going to engage us again, and we're going to lose another ally. That's kind of funny. Nice. Okay. We could probably go here, and we can get rid of the shield. Alrighty, we are showing 7. We're going to quest for 3. I'm sorry, 4, 8. 10, 12. We're showing 8. Okay. When revealed, each player raises his threat by 1 for each guarded objective he owns. Alrighty. There you go. We'll place and we'll push. When revealed, shuffle the encounter deck, discard pile into the encounter deck, and we discard until we get an enemy and add it to the staging area. It's exactly what I want to do. Yeah, we need a yellow one for sure. Hopefully, in a shield wave, you winning today or taking a few L's. So far, this is our first game. We're feeling pretty good. We've just kind of made that decision to push. We were in a spot where we were able to kind of just hang out a little bit. And I've built what I consider to be a good enough board state to push into the Heart of Brother quest. And have another hero clean up. Yeah. I think a yellow one would be fun. Okay. Discard until we get a enemy. The Orc of Mordor. Okay. Each enemy in the staging area cannot take damage and gets +X engagement cost, where X is the number of progress here. At the end of the round, reveal an encounter card, then place one resource here if no enemies were engaged this round. Players cannot defeat this stage unless there are at least 2 resources here. Cool. Okay. Let's go ahead and travel here. Discard that, which we cannot discard a card, so we're going to raise our threat by 3. Go up to 31. I guess we'll engage here just to get the Arwen back. We'll go that Handmaiden under here. If we don't engage, we can place, but I don't think I really care about placing at this point. It's revealing the encounter card at the end of the round, which is going to be a little scary. I'm going to go and put it Don't Forget out here. But we're kind of built up. Okay, Baragon is going to defend for 6, attacking for 3. Gets +1. We're good. That actually takes another damage. Skinbark will attack alone. These two come back to us. They are both exhausted, but that does not matter. Okay. All right. I increased our threat to 32. Sam should have stood up. Sam could have been a part of that fight. So 32, we will draw into a out of the armory. We still have a dagger hanging out, so we'll probably just go search for that. I don't think there's any reason not to, right? So let's go ahead and spend 1 to play Open the Armory. Search the top 10 card to your deck for a weapon and armor attachment and add it to your hand. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Got Spear the Citadel. I guess we'll take it. We do have Rider of Rohan. Unexpected Courage is also another big one. And we do need Bill in there for the thematic victory. How would you compare this game to Marvel Champions? I think that this game is more of a puzzle that you need to figure out each quest. Marvel Champions is a nice skirmish game. You're going to sit down, you're going to play, you're going to feel powerful, you're going to do it. This one will demoralize you in terms of how challenging it can be. There will be quests where you will lose. I think my top one on stream is I lost 17 times before I got a victory. And it's very much a modify the deck to combat the specific actions that are the encounters that are being put in front of you. And it's going to be just way more involved in deck building. And so if you like deck building, this is the game for you. This is an amazing game. And so that's how I would probably compare it to Marvel Champions. It's also going to be a longer game than Champions, just because there's a lot going on. Okay. We can quest pretty hard on this here. I don't think I want. Oh, we're at the end of the round. We're going to reveal a dungeon cell. Reveal an encounter card. Okay. So this will surge while it's in the staging area against force after an ally is destroyed. Attach it to dungeon cell. Surges into another Urk of Mordor. Alrighty. That's going to get dangerous very quickly. Cool. We're not going to play anything. We're just going to go directly into questing. So let's go 2. Place that there. 8, 6, 10, 12. We are showing 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, I'm happy with that. So we're requesting for 18. We're showing 5. We're going to flip into a prison guard. While it's guarding an objective, it gets +2 defense. And then while prison guard is not guarding an objective, it gains force after prison guard attacks and damages an ally. Attach it. What happens? We're gonna get a lot of enemies. Whenever we push, but that's fine. So that is 5, 8. We quested for 18, so we're gonna place 10 here. This is gonna be rough when you advance. Yeah, it will be. I think there's a it's gonna be a rough one. Actually, sorry, 2 less. Um, I'm trying to think of like what we want to do. Do we just like engage some of these enemies and start taking them out? I do need to find my unexpected courage. I really do. We'll lose Sam. I think I engage and start taking some of these out. We won't get. Yeah, we're just gonna do it. So we'll engage here. We'll ready Sam. Um, we'll defend with Baragond. He's going to attack for nothing, and then we'll swing back and take him out. Okay. We don't get to place one, so that's the bad part about that. But let's go ahead and raise our threats. Stand up, and then we'll reveal an encounter card. Okay, which is Torture Room. When revealed, the first player discards cards from the top of their deck until we discard an ally. That's actually not great at all. Dagger's gone. Gandalf. That's a. I hate drawing Gandalf there. Gandalf is useless. Okay. Oh, we did not lose Unexpected Courage, so that's nice. Top of the round, we'll draw into Rider of Rohan. That's nice. Pass out money. We should go ahead and deplete Sam's resources. So let's go ahead and spend 3 to play Rider of Rohan. Each round you engage an enemy, it gets worse since you reveal an extra card. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I think we need to not engage the enemies and then hopefully draw into the Unexpected Courage. I don't know, man. At the end of the round, raise each player's threat by 1. All right. Let's quest. We're gonna go 2. 4. 8. 12. 14. 16. 18. We're showing 3, 5, 8. We're gonna flip into when revealed. Each player raises threat by 1 for each guarded objective he has. It's gonna be 1. Okay. Then we will not engage this round. So we will place a token. We'll reveal an encounter card. Captured. Each player loses control of an ally he controls and attaches it to. Oh wait, I didn't place any progress. We got 5, 8. We quested for 18, so we'll place 10. Each player reduces his threat by X, where X is the cost of the ally he controls that was attached to the stage. Each player loses control of an ally he controls and attaches it to this stage. If no allies are attached to this stage, discard it and reveal an additional encounter card. We'll go Rider Rohan. Get a 3 cost reduction. We'll stand up. Increase our threat to 36. Draw into. Open the armor. We don't need that anymore. Pass out some money. I need that unexpected courage. Where is my unexpected courage? Okay. I guess we did have a test of will. We probably could have canceled that, but here we are. Only bought into RCO. What's RCO? I'm sorry, I'm not. I've never really interacted with this cycle. How does it compare to the other cycles you've played? I think that this one is a very average cycle. It was not part of the reprint of the Lord of the Rings like reprints initiative, and so in that sense, it was like okay, like that's fine. Revised content, yeah. I would say that all of the things that I've played from the revised content is better than this cycle. Alrighty. I think we're just gonna lose the money from here. But let us go into questing. We're gonna quest on capture. Let's go 4, 8, 10, 11, 12. That's gonna clear both of these. Gandalf comes into play, exhausted. Let's go. Sad. Um, we're at 8, or no, we're at 2, 4, 8, 12. 12. Plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. So that's 18. We're showing 5. Feels pretty good. We're 100% going to be able to do that. Each player chooses to raise your threat by 1 for each character you control or discard a character you control. Let's discard Gandalf. That actually worked out really well. Nice. Don't forget to discard the other location. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Nice. I just got so excited. Alrighty, so we're showing 4 requests for 18. We're gonna clear here. When this stage is defeated, each player reduces his threat by X, where X is the cost of the ally he controls that was attached to this stage. Does this actually get discarded? Or does this come back? No, it comes back. So we're gonna reduce our threat by 1, 2, 3. And it comes back exhausted. Alrighty. I'm gonna reveal an encounter card at the end of the round. Just Torture Room. I think we're gonna cancel this. Yeah. We're gonna spend 1 from Sam to play a Test of Will to cancel that. We're gonna place 1, and then we progress. Okay. This is where things get bad. First player adds the Urk Chieftain to the staging area. Each player chooses a hero controls, discards all tokens from it and attachments from it, and attaches it to an unattached enemy in the staging area as a captive. Then the players make a standard series of engagement checks against each enemy in the staging area, reducing the engagement costs of each enemy not guarding an objective to 0 during those engagement checks. So we're going to lose Sam. At the end of the encounter phase, he's going to engage the player with the most non-unique orc enemies. While he's engaged with a player engaged, while the engaged player is engaged with another orc enemy, they cannot take damage. We're going to have Sam get guarded by the chieftain. Then we're going to engage both of these guys. We're going to try and take out those guys. We're going to try and take out these guys before we engage there. Because he engages at the end of the encounter phase. At the beginning of the quest phase, discard cards from the encounter deck until an enemy is discarded and add that enemy to the staging area. Alrighty. You rescue the ally because of the objective. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. End of the round, we're going to go up to 34. We're going to draw into a Bofer. Alrighty. Hey, tactics resources doing something. That's pretty exciting. I'll pass out money. Let's go ahead and spend 3. Play Bofer. Oh, let's ready these guys. Okay. Um. So we have Skinbark can take out one of these guys. We have a Glorfindel which can take out the other one that is defended by Baragon. Counter phase is before combat phase, so you have to deal with the chieftain. Oh. Alrighty. Good call. I'm gonna have Sam be guarded by this orc. Okay. Okay. So cannot have player card attachments or be optionally engaged. When it is engaged with another orc enemy, they cannot take damage. At the end of the encounter phase, it engages the player engaged with the most non-unique orc enemies. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we are going to block the attack here with Baragond. He won't take any damage, unfortunately. We can chump block potentially with Bofer, I think. Yeah, I think just chump with Bofer here. Um, or I guess a Handmaiden would be fine. Chump with the Handmaiden. Skinbark can attack here, and then we have the option to swing in to try and deal 9 damage. We're gonna chump block with Galadriel's Handmaiden. We got Bofer there. Okay, so at the start, we're gonna discard until we get an enemy. Ugh. The Mordor Warg. We're gonna attach it here and return it. So that changes a lot actually. I don't think it does. Okay. Nope, you added to the staging area, so no wind revealed effects. Just kidding. Okay. So we're going to have the warg as well, but I think we can figure that out. Probably take that undefended. Potentially not. All right, we're showing 4-7. I don't think we need to. I think of the encounter phase in in Marvel Champions being the last thing that you do. Showing 7. Let's go 4, 6, +1 defense over here. 7, 8, place 2 there. 10. So we're requesting for 10. We're showing 8. I don't want to increase my threat. We'll go 12. Okay. Gonna flip into a Jailer of Kurth Garat. It's gonna be +4. So we got 7, 11. So we place 1 progress here. This is scary. Northern Trackers are decent defenders. They are, yeah. I wanted to clear this. I'm going to. I guess we have Elrond's Council that we can play next turn. We don't need to play it this round. We're not gonna engage. Actually, I guess we'll engage here, because we have to pass out some cards. First, we're going to have. We're gonna Gladriel Handmaiden will block the Chieftain. No shadow effect. By Handmaiden. We'll have. We'll block here for 7. 4. its threat is greater than the defending character's willpower, it makes an additional attack after this one. Alrighty. It is. So it's going to make an additional attack for 4. It. Oh no, we're gonna lose a. No, we can block with Boffer. So it's gonna be 4. Gets +1 if it destroys an ally. Reveal the top card of the encounter deck. Oh, this is where it spins out of control. It's Dungeon Cell, which will surge into a Dungeon Warg, which will surge into an Orc Warg Rider, and I think we're looking at a loss now. It's not good. Alrighty, and then we got an attack of 2. I think we're just gonna take this one undefended. No, we can't do that. Oh my gosh. We're gonna take it undefended. To the end of the round, defending character cannot ready. We'll throw 2 damage here. Alrighty. We've got Skin Bark. We'll take here. The Warg also. Okay, that's game then, I think. Dang it. Because we'll. Yeah. That was insane. Okay, so we need more building towards the end here. Do I have time to play another one? I think I do. I'm gonna go to the Be Right Back, but we'll go ahead and call this one a scoop because I don't have an answer to that. I like the lineup. I think I need. I don't know what I need. I think I need more allies. All right, we'll see you soon. Alrighty, well that was brutal. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the deck build. I think Baragon and Glorfindel stay. I don't know if we need Sam. Probably worth just keeping Sam out there. Just he's a really low cost, pretty decent all arounder. Um, I'm thinking that we may want to. Do we have 2 unexpected courages in here and we just never saw them? We got 1. Did we discard the other? Or did I only grab 1? I only grabbed 1. So I think I want another unexpected courage. I think I want a potentially Will of the West to shuffle some of these cards back into my deck. Um, yeah. Ah, it's a tough loss. Felt so confident. Um, we could also. I think I want to run sneak attack. Rescue the prisoners. We're gonna set this guy out of play. We got the orc enemy and dungeon cells. All right. Okay, so yeah, I think what we'll do, Ally Treebeard can ready Skinbark multiple. Oh yeah, yeah, yes, yes. Those are the kind of ideas I'm here for. Let's go. All right, let's grab Treebeard. Let's grab. Another copy of Unexpected Courage, which is in this deck. Nope, that's Ancient Math. That's not Unexpected Courage. Um, oh, it's definitely in this one because of Dane. No, we have other sneak attacks though. We don't have to take them out of there. Cool. All right. So Treebeard, Unexpected Courage, sneak attacks. Dingle could also be an interesting defending option. Um, Also, just Ally Treebeard is very good. Um, Stand and Fight's also kind of interesting. Actually, there's not that many allies in my discard pile, honestly. Maybe I don't have sneak attack. There's a part of me that thought about buying another core set. So I didn't have to do this like uh shuffling of all the cards during stream. Then I could actually, and then like the benefit there is I could store them separately because in that recorded play, I'm not actually using cards that are not available outside of the um, revised content. So we don't have any card draw. Well, I guess it's Gandalf is our card draw. which is fine. So we got Treebeard. I don't know if we need any more. I think attacking allies is honestly the better or the bigger thing here. Um, go booming in could help a lot with the. I think I don't think we're fine. I think we're kind of fine there. If we have another song, we're gonna go Will of the West. I honestly think we'll run 3 copies of Will of the West because then that makes it so that if we do discard something that's super critical to the strategy, we can just pull it right back. And we don't have to worry too much about discarding those cards. There's Will of the West. Then I think I potentially wanted one more of the. Okay, so that's 3, 5, 9 cards to cut. Ugh, don't love that. We probably cut one Arwen. I don't think we need 2 Arwens. Cut the red arrow. That's 2. 3 for the Storm Cons. We don't need that. I don't think we need the Discipline. 4. Do I only have 1 copy of the Discipline in the deck? That seems kind of crazy. I definitely would have grabbed 2. Huh. Okay, so that's 4. So let's go ahead and let's count it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. So we still have 5 cards to cut. Um, cut out a Build a Pony. That's a Treebeard. I think we can probably cut out the Fireside Song. Like it's nice, but I think our questing power was fine. We got another copy of Unexpected Courage. Um, Gandalf Faint would also have saved us there at the end. It's Northern Tracker. Or I'm sorry, Sneak Attack is so good. Cut out 1 Armory for a Sneak Attack. Cut out 1 Will of the West for a Sneak Attack. Then I think we can go Handmaiden for a Sneak Attack. If we lose, I really don't want to lose the Will of the West. Will of the West is a potential mulligan target, depending on how safe we want to play it. It's kind of interesting. Alrighty, cool. So we're at 1523. Awesome starting threat. No quest points. We do have a scoop. And starting us out. And I think stage 2 we're not engaging. I don't think we can hang out in stage 2 because those enemies are so detrimental and the wind reveal effects can be brutal. Actually Dwarven Tomb. Yeah, Dwarven Tomb is good. Dwarven Tomb can also get a Will of the West. Dwarven Tomb can be really whatever we want. So I think we want to probably find 2 slots for Dwarven Tomb. Where does that go? What gets cut out? Um, we could cut out a tree beard. Let's cut out one tree beard for Dwarven Tomb. I don't know if Bill the Pony is worth running in the deck. I just like Bill. I think we do cut out Bill. It's just a free ally, but card draw is less. Or we're coming by card draw less than we are coming by resources. Bill, I think, is a card that goes into a deck where you excel in card draw and maybe need a little bit help on resources. But as you saw, like we were flush with resources, so the reduction of cost to just get one ally out there, I don't think is the +1 hit point is gonna be fine. But we'll cut out Bill. All right. Okay. Feel pretty good about that. Will of the West feels very very good. Once we kind of get late game, um, that card where you had to discard down to 5 cards was brutal. I'm trying to think of any other tricks that we kind of saw that we needed to be like cognizant of. I'm not 100% sure there really was anything. So I think Light of Valinor is just a really, really, really good card that we probably want to mulligan for. Sword of Gondor is a fantastic card that I think we'd mulligan for. Um, or I guess mulligan targets are the things that if we don't have in our opening hand, the spear and shield are really important. Um, we'll see. Got 3, 6. Light of Valinor, Sneak Attack, Light of Valinor, Feint, Beaufort, and an Elrond's Council. I think we keep it, honestly. Like, I think we're. Light of Valinor is so good. Beaufort can find us the weapons. Yeah, I think we keep that. Alrighty, so now we're gonna discard cards. Till a ally that is not as play is discarded and attaches that ally to the enemy in the staging area. Okay, so Rider Rohan. Okay. We draw a card, which is a Gandalf. We have a sneak attack Gandalf to start the game. Let's go. That's sick. That's awesome. Alrighty, sick. Okay. What do we do with the sneak attack Gandalf? I don't know what to do with my hands. I think we sneak attack Gandalf in the um we could go in the quest phase. I don't know if I'm super concerned about the quest phase. I think I would honestly rather snipe this guy in terms of like having him attack. We could defend with Baragond. Um, Gandalf can swing back for 4. Glorfindel can swing back, and actually Sam and Gandalf can take out the orc. Glorfindel can quest if we want to, which we will spend 1 to play Light of Valinor, and then we don't actually have an issue with that. So never mind. Uh, um, yeah, so I think what we'll do is we will sneak attack Gandalf in for card draw. In the combat phase, we'll block with Baragond here, and then Gandalf and Glorfindel and Sam. We actually may not need to. If we sneak attack Gandalf in during the quest phase, because we're going to be questing for 6, we're showing 4. I think I'd rather. I think there's a chance that we don't sneak attack Gandalf until the next round. We'll see. All right, we're showing 3. I don't think we're gonna play anything right now. We're gonna quest for 3, 6. Showing 3. I don't remember if I shuffled this or not. Okay. Oh, I hate that. Okay, so this is a War Grider. It gets plus X where an attacking character with less threat than it, where X is the difference. That's a 3. So we quested for 6. We're showing 6. So we're good there. We'll go ahead and travel here. We will engage here, optionally, which will ready Sam. We'll defend. He's going to attack for 4. We're defending for 4. No shadow effect. Then we'll swing back here for for some reason I thought that that was enough to take him out. It's not. We could go 3 damage on him. And then sneak attack Gandalf in next turn for quest power to try and clear this. I don't think it's worth sneak attacking Gandalf in for the attack. So yeah, we'll swing for 5 to deal 3 damage. And then potentially let's just draw into the spear and call it a day. Alrighty, let's go up to 24. I'm gonna draw into Song of Travel. Does work. I'm gonna pass out some money. Okay. Let's go directly into the quest phase. We're gonna go ahead and sneak attack Gandalf, committed to the quest. We're gonna draw 3 cards. Got Will of the West, nice. Arwen is nice, and Faint is nice. Alrighty. I don't want to discard these cards. So actually, before we do that, these are the cards we just drew. I would have dropped the Song of Travel onto Sam. Actually, I don't think I would. I'm not going to do that. If we discard the cards, we discard the cards, and that kind of stinks. But oh well. All right, so we got 3, 7, 9. We're showing 3. When revealed, each player raises his threat by 1 for each guarded objective he owns. If any player does not, so we increase it by 1 because I don't think we own that card. Okay, so that was 7. We placed 4 here. So close. We're gonna play Elrond's Council. We're gonna reduce our threat by 1, 2, 3, get +1, then clear this. So we get our ally here, and we will reveal an encounter card. It's a reveal. Yeah, crud. Dang it, these wargs are so brutal. We'll block with Baragon. We'll be attacking for 3, no shadow effect, and then that will surge into a Urk guard room. While the Urk guard room is in the staging area, increase the cost to play each ally by 1. Shuffle the encounter deck, discard pile into the encounter deck, and discard it until an Orc enemy is discarded, and add that enemy to the staging area. Holy cow! Yeah, I think we have to do that. We're gonna travel here. Shuffle this. I think we'll faint this Orc. We have. Oh shoot, we have. Oh, we're not gonna engage there. That's good. That's good. All right. Okay. Gross. Gross. We're not engaging here, which is good. Gandalf's gonna pop back to our hand. I'm gonna spend 1 to play faint to have this thing not attack. And then we'll swing back for 3 to take him out. And we'll get another encounter card. No. Dungeon Cell. Surge. Into Gates of Iron. This Surge train was insane. Okay, so we're showing 3, 4, 5. Showing 11 in the staging area now. That's kind of brutal. Stand up. Pass out money. Draw. Rally the West. I think I'm gonna play Gandalf and snipe him. I don't think we do. I think we're in a lot of trouble if we don't like massively quest right now. I said we're showing 11. We're questing for 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I think we do need to use Gandalf to throw this guy out. What money do I want to hang on to? Arwen is really nice. I think I want to hang on to the bow for stuff. So let's go 2, 4, 5 to play Gandalf. We'll deal 4 damage here. Alrighty. We do have a feint if we need it. Whoo! Let's quest for 4, 6, 8, 11, 14. We're showing 3. I'm going to add that up here. We got 3, 4, 5, 8 to 14. When revealed, each player exhausts the character he controls until the end of the combat phase. Exhausted characters cannot ready. Okay. So we're showing 11. Wait, no, we're showing 4, 5, 8. So we will add 6, 4, and 2. To discard a card from our hand. Yeah, we'll travel here. We'll discard. It's a 0, so we can discard any card from our hand to get rid of that. That's gonna be Light of Valinor. We're good there. Okay. That was a pretty big turn for us. We're not going to engage because we cannot ready anything, so it's not really worth taking one of those right now. We'll increase our threat to 23. We'll draw into a sneak attack. The Gandalf is gone. Pass out money. Okay. I think if we can hang out a round, in terms of like playing cards, next round we can drop a Bofer. We can drop a Song of. I guess we can play a Song of Travel now. We'll go 1 from Glorfindel to play a Song of Travel. I want to maintain at least 1 resource in Sam's pool so that if we do get a Sword of Gondor, we can play it. And then we'll play that over here on Glorfindel just because of the high distribution of spirit cards in the deck. And then, yeah. We do have a feint option. I would much rather play a Bofer next turn to get the Bofer and start searching for our weapons. We're not engaging anything this round. We could take the warg here. If we take the warg, we can take it out. I don't think I ever really want to touch that until I have to. I don't think I'm going to play anything more. So we're showing 3, 5. Let's go ahead and quest for 3, 6, 8, 10. Showing 5. There's 2 there. That's good. I'm going to flip into a Morgardor Warg. It's going to be here. They're going to get +2 to all their stats. So now we're showing 5, 6, 7. We quested for, what was that, 10, 2, 4, 10. So 1, all right, that clears, and 1 goes here. We'll go ahead and travel here. Just start clearing that out. And we will engage the Warg here, which will ready Sam. We'll defend for 4 against its attack of 3. It gets +1, so we're good. We'll swing at it for 5 to take it out. Alrighty. The engine feels like it's doing good. This is just something that we'll have to deal with. Later, we do have a feint. We have a couple of ways that we can deal with it. So let's move into the restructuring phase of our dynasty, and let's start getting some money and tempo. Got Northern Tracker already. That's pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and drop a Rally of the West out here, and I think we're gonna be questing on Rally of the West at this point. Let's go ahead and spend 3 to play a Beaufort. We'll go ahead and exhaust Beaufort to look at the top 5 cards for a weapon. There's Spear of the Citadel. That's the one we're taking. And we'll shuffle the rest. Play Spear of the Citadel on Baragon. Alrighty, cool. I think actually at this point we may just hang out and not use Beaufort for a little bit. We can get the daggers. Those are the other weapons that we have. But 2 quest power is also pretty good. Alrighty. We'll hang out. Yeah, sick. We are showing 5. We're going to be questing on Rally of the West. Javier, what is the effect of the dagger? The effect, it says when the attack, or after the attached character is declared as a defender, you deal 1 damage to the attacking enemy. What's really important here is this deals damage before the attack goes off. And so like if somebody has 1 health left, you can defend, deal a damage, and ping it. It's effectively the spearman from the core set. The other thing to note is that we do have orcs in, or not orcs. Yeah, well, they're all orcs, but we do have a Skinbark, who is one of our new ints that attacks, and after a ping damage on the spear, he can wipe out any orc by itself. All right, we're showing 5. We're gonna quest for 3, 6, 8, 10 on Rally. Flip into Dungeon Cell. This surges. And 2, when revealed, the first player attaches an ally he controls to an unattached enemy or a location in the staging area. If he cannot, take a prisoner, gains doomed 2. I'm gonna go here. And so that's gonna be 2, 7. We quested for 2, 4. No, 2. We quested for 10, so 3 gets placed here. You asked about the dagger. I'm sorry. I explained the spear. The dagger gives you +1 attack or +2 attack if you're attacking an enemy that has a higher threat cost than your current threat. Sorry about that. Alrighty. No progress gets placed on Rally, so we will not engage. We'll stand up. Increase our threat to 20. Have I been increasing my threat? I don't think I have been. I started at 23. Oh, I did play Elrond's Council. 23 would take me down to 20. I played about 4 rounds. Yeah, that's fine. We'll draw into Steward of Gondor. Good, Anakin. Good. Pass out money. Spin 2 over here to play Steward of Gondor onto Glorfindel. Pass out more money. Um, I'm trying to figure out if I want to throw Northern Tracker or a Arwen out there first. I think we want to go with Northern Tracker puts a progress here. Arwen puts effectively another progress here. Um, that's a good question. Let's go with Northern Tracker. We're gonna go 4 to play Northern Tracker. We'll just start clearing some progress. Cool. We're gonna quest again on rallying the west. We are showing 5. No, we're showing 7. I'm sorry, showing 7. I'm gonna go 1 for Northern Tracker. Place that there. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 for these two. So that's showing 10. We're questing for 7. Okay. I'm gonna flip into a 4. After it engages you, attach an ally you control to it. That's brutal right there. Okay, so now we are showing 11, which means that we increase our threat and we unsuccessfully quested. Alrighty, my friends, that's not great. Okay. Can we take out the jailer? We cannot. We would attack for 3/5, which would deal 3 damage. We would ping 1 damage here, which would not work. But we would get the 4 out of the staging area. We could probably just throw a Boffer under it. I think that's a pretty decent trade, and then we would take it out the next round. Let's do that. We're gonna engage here. We're going to ready Sam. When this engages, we're gonna drop a Boffer under here. We're actually gonna drop the Rider under here. Mainly because I have another copy of Rider, and there's something that would discard the current Rider. So, okay, he's going to attack. We're going to defend with Baragon. We're going to deal 1 damage back. He's attacking for 3. We're defending for 4. Gets +1, +2 instead if its threat is greater than defending players. It is, so we'll get 1 damage assigned to us. That's fine. And we will attack for 3/5 to deal 3 damage. Take this up to 4. Alrighty. Increase our threat. Stand up. Draw into a unexpected courage. Thank you. All right, let's go 2 for an unexpected courage on Spear of the Citadel. Let's go 2 for a Arwen. We do have a feint. We do have a sneak attack. We do have a Will of the West. Feeling pretty good about what we got in our hands. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and quest for 3, 6, 7. Place 1 here. 9, 11 will give Baragon +1 defense. We are showing 7. We're questing over here on Rally of the West. Flip into Win Reveal. Each ally in play gets -1 to all their stats until the end of the round. So that's going to be -3 quest points. 1, 2, 3. And we're showing 7. We quested for 8, so we'll place 1 here. I want to clear that so bad. Okay. We're not going to engage, but we will declare a defender, which will knock him out right here. We'll come back exhausted here, and then we will reveal an encounter card, which is a Orc, which does not have a valid target. Sweet. That works. Increase our threat to 27. We'll draw into a Dwarven Tomb. I don't think Dwarven Tomb really does anything too much for us. We'll stand up. Pass out money. I think we can take this guy We need to do 6 damage to him. We can feint him, and then we can. No, I think I'd rather clear. We need to just we can leave him out there for a while. But it is 5. I mean, it's a lot of threat on in the staging area. Um all right. We are going to engage this guy. All right. We are showing 2, 4, 9 in the staging. We're going to be questing on Rally the West. I'm going to go Northern Tracker for 1. Place there. 3, 7, 9. Baragon gets +1. 12, 15. Questing for 15. Yep. Gonna flip into Prison Guard while it's guarding an objective. It gets +2. After it attacks and damages an ally, they get prison guarded. So that is going to be 5, 7, 10, 12. We quested for 15. So we're going to place 1 here and 2 here. Nice. We could optionally engage the prison guard if we wanted to. Um, since we do have the Spear of the Citadel, and just get the 3 out of there this round. That would ready Sam. Sam then could swing back at the prison guard. I don't think it's really worth it. We're just gonna go here. We can grab him next round. No, we're gonna grab him because we can have Glorfindel and Sam. Yeah, we're going to optionally engage here, which will ready here. Yeah, cool. We're gonna block we're gonna block here, dealing 1 damage. 4 +1 if it destroys a character. It does not. We don't take any damage because we have the +1 defense. We will ready and defend here. That'll do a 1 damage. 2 attack. Return the attacking enemy to the staging area. Honestly, that's fine. And then we'll swing for a 3, 5, which will do enough damage to take out the guard. Okay, that felt pretty good. We can kill this guy off of just a normal defend with Baragon. Then we can probably deal with him with a feint and an attack later. But I do feel like we're off to a much better start than we were last time. Let's go up to 28 threats. We're going to draw into a Rider of Rohan. We're going to pass out some money. Let's go ahead and just drop the Rider of Rohan. No reason to not put him on the table. We do need card draw. I kind of wish I had used the Gandalf for some card draw at the beginning, but I think if we did that, I don't know if we would have had the answer, and we may have lost. Next round, we're clearing here, so that's gonna be nice. There's a chance that we travel there, just so we don't get multiple encounter cards all at once. But I think we're just gonna go for it. We've got 5, 7, 9. We're gonna be questing on Rally of the West again. Let's go 3, 6, 8 +1 here. 9 placed there. 11, 13, 15. Questing for 15, we are showing what I say 9. So there's a decent chance that we are able to clear that. Let's see what we got. Another prison guard. Here we go. Nice. Okay. Alrighty. So that'd be 12, total, which means we would place 3. We are 1 away. We don't have an Elrond's Council or anything, do we? Ah. Ooh, I hate that. That is not the finish he had hoped for. Alrighty. Is that Rohan character not in the re-edition, I think? What a pity. I don't know where they're from. I'm pretty bad at remembering where these cards are from, honestly. If Jared's still in here, he typically knows. Or they typically know. Um Alrighty. Let's go ahead and engage here. That's gonna ready Sam. Let's go ahead and engage here. Pass out encounter cards. We're going to block this one first, which will just take them out. Just in case we get something that's like we can't ready. And then we will block here. Deal 1 damage. Defending for 5. No shadow effect. We'll swing back to take him out. Alrighty. Let's stand up. We're at 28 threat. Feeling pretty good about that. I'm going to go up to 29. I'm going to draw into a Dwarven Tomb. Oh, I want some card draw. Maybe Ancient Matham. Rider Rohan is from this cycle. Okay, that's too bad. So we can get... Okay, so we're showing 7. We are going to quest here, and we don't have to quest too much, right? We just need to push 1 pesky... Actually, we're going to be showing even less. But we are going to be revealing 2 encounter cards. This quest makes encounter cards guarding prisoners immune, so Northern Tracker can't... Oh, cool. Alrighty. So I'm going to have said that I traveled there last turn then. Cool. Good call. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to leave it. Because I'd rather just get Rally of the West and then clear it next round. Sweet. Yes, thank you, Jared. Good catch. You got it right before it was about to go off. Cool. Alrighty. I guess we're not doing anything. So let's go ahead and requesting on Rally of the West. We're going to go 3, 6, 10, 12. Baragon gets +1. We're showing 7. I'm okay with that. We're gonna quest for 12. Each player exhausts the character he controls until the end of the combat phase. Exhausted characters cannot ready. We will exhaust the Northern Tracker. This clears. So we do get, all of our heroes get +1 willpower, which is pretty awesome. Now we'll go ahead and travel here. We can attack for 2, 3, 5. Yeah, okay, sweet. So we'll engage here. We're going to spend 1 to play a feint. So it will not attack us. And then we will attack for 5, dealing 4 damage to it. Then our spear will poke him next turn. So we got 2, 3, 6, which will deal 5. Sweet. All right, let's stand up. We'll increase our threat to 30. We will grab an Elrond's Council. Alrighty. Pass out some money. I want card draw. Want card draw. We'll go ahead and quest for 3, 6. We're showing 0. 8. Give Baragon +1. 8. Let's go Rider Rohan for 10. Flip into an Urk guard room while it's in the staging area. Increase the cost to play each ally. We have to shuffle the encounter deck into the encounter discard pile and discard until we get an Orc to travel there. So we quested for 10. That's a 4. We're going to play Elrond's Council to reduce our threat by 1, 2, 3. Oh, it does have +2 hit points. It is what it is. So we quested for 11. We're showing 4. No, wait, hold on. We didn't need to do that. We quest 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we quested for 10. We'll place 6. That'll go there. This clears. We get this back exhausted. Or reveal an encounter card, which is a torture room. The first player discards cards until we discard an ally. Spear of the Citadel, Sword of Gondor, Gandalf. That's very sad. Very, 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 very sad. Oh, wrong spot. I'm going to travel to the torture room. I think we're going to have to block with a Rider of Rohan. If we block with Baragon, he's attacking for 5. We do have a 5 defense. Let's just block with Baragon. We'll deal 1 damage here. Gets +1. That's going to be 1 damage, and then we'll swing back and take him out. This will go back here. Cool. Alrighty. We will increase our threat to 31. We'll stand up. Can't believe we lost a Gandalf there. I'm going to draw into a Galadriel's Greeting. That's nice. Pass out money. We'll go ahead and spend 3 to play a Galadriel's Greeting to reduce our threat by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a chance we play Dwarven Tomb and do that again. Remember the Warg Rider's effect. If you block with Baragon, he will... Oh, it's +2 attack. So... Shoot. Dang it. Such a... Oh, I'm gonna rewind that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna rewind that. We're gonna toss Rohan in here, but I'm not scooping for that. I don't have enough time to play again, so either. So okay. Okay. That's too bad. Okay. Asterisk if we do win. Yeah, no, I had already added the 2. I didn't add the 2 from the Warg Rider. Yeah. I added the 2 from the Rider's effect, but not the Warg. Alright. Is there another blue card that I would rather have than just another Galadriel's Greeting to play over and over? A Test of Will, potentially, but I'm thinking at this point we just go like 1 to play Dwarven Tomb, pull back a Galadriel's Greeting, spend 3. Might as well spend it from over here. To play Galadriel's Greeting again, to reduce our threat by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just because, like, we have a Will of the West, which is going to get them all back. Might as well, right? So we're showing 6 in the staging area. We're going to rescue Gandalf. Woo. 6, there's 4 here. So let's go ahead and count up and quest. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. That puts us at 10. We've got 10 total that we are questing on. Let's go Northern Tracker, place 1 here. That puts us at 11. Arwen will be 13. We'll give +1 defense to Baragon. Flip into a Gates of Iron. While it is in the staging area, progress cannot be placed on locations in the staging area. To discard the top of the encounter deck, and the first player must discard a card from their hand with a cost greater than the card's threat. Cool. We quested for 13. We're showing 5, 9. So we place 4, which is perfect. We do get Gandalf back. He comes back exhausted and sad. And we reveal each player raises threat by 1 for each guarded objective. It does gain Surge. Each ally gets -1. Okay, that's fine. Okay. We'll travel here. Discard. It's a 0 threat, so we can discard any card. Greater, so it has to be a 1. I guess Dwarven Tomb. I guess you could have Dwarven Tomb to get your Rider Rohan back. Dwarven Tomb gets any spirit card. That's true. I think my questing is fine though. I'd rather just have the buffer of the extra. But yeah, I like it is a option. It's absolutely, if there was an unexpected courage in the discard pile, I could probably do that. But yeah. Go ahead and engage here. We will block with Baragon, dealing a damage, no shadow effect, and then we'll swing back, take him out. All right, we'll increase our threat. We'll stand up. Gandalf goes away. Sad. We will draw into a dagger. Alrighty. Pass out some money. We'll spend 1 to play a dagger on Glorfindel. I want to get there's still some cards that I want to put into my discard pile before I play Will of the West, such as all the Test of Wills, the other Gandalf. If we can hit a Gandalf on that cycle, that feels pretty good. So there's a couple of things that I think I'm just like hanging out. I feel like if I play Test of Will right now, it's just because I feel like I'm not doing anything, and I think I'm just waiting for some cards. I think this deck probably needs Ancient Mathams to continue to just go. Alrighty, we are showing 4 here, 2 here. I'm more worried about having bodies on the table for stage 3, but you're probably fine with unexpected. Oh, I see what you're saying. That's fair. They're also nice because they can defend against the orcs that have 2 threat. So let's quest for 4, 8. We're showing 4, 6. Let's go 10. Give +1 to Baragon. If we're going 10, we have 4, 6. We're not going to be able to progress regardless of what we pull. Mines. Oh, and this. Oh, I will go 11. I'm sorry. Go 1 here. Mines of Kurith Garot. While it's in the staging area, when a player card would reduce a player's threat by any amount, reduce it to 1. Player discard the top 3 cards of their deck and raises the threat by 1 for each ally he discards this way. That's fine. We're just going to continuously clear those with Northern Trackers. Northern Tracker would also be one that I would definitely grab with the Dwarven Tomb, which we don't have anymore. So, okay. Requested for 10. We are showing 6, 8. We'll place 2 here. Don't think I want to travel. Honestly, we could travel here. While it's in the staging area, reduce the cost. Each player shuffle the encounter card, discard pile into the encounter deck, and discard cards until an orc enemy is discarded. Because at this point, we can take care of the enemies. I am still waiting for a shield for Baragon. I think the shield is the biggest thing that I'm waiting on, and just like more allies as well. But from a build perspective, I think I'm just waiting on the shield, because there are some enemies in here that Baragon cannot handle. We're adding this enemy to the staging area, by the way. Oh my gosh, we're getting rid of so many bad things. After the jailer engages you, attach an ally you control to it. Okay. Okay. Um, I guess we'll engage here. Why not, right? We'll attach here. We'll ready Sam. We'll block with Baragon for 5 against this attack of 3. Until the end of the phase, he gets plus 2 defense. We get 1 damage there. So he has 4 defense. So we're going to swing for 5, 7, 9, 11, which is enough to take him out. We rescue this ally, which means that we reveal an encounter card. Hey, it's another one. Look at that. Nice. Okay. We will increase our threat. We will stand up. Draw into a Galadriel's Handmaidens are nice. Those are nice. Pass out some money. We're going to spend the 2 that we get from there. Reduce our threat by 1. We do decrease it to 1. So we're good there. Okay. I think we're going to do the same thing with the jailer, depending on what we see. We are showing 6 in the staging area. We got 2 here. I don't want to go too heavy into questing because I don't want to push. We're going to go 1 here, which we'll place there. I'm going to go 4, so that takes us to 5. We'll go 9 here. We are showing 6, 7, 8. We will go Arwen for 2, which will put us to 11. We'll give plus 1 defense here. That puts us at 11. Oh, worst case scenario, we just don't clear this. That's fine. We got a prison guard. While it's guarding an objective, it gets plus 2 defense. And that's going to be 3. So that's going to be 9 total. Perfect to clear here. Nice. Nice. Not traveling there. We can only engage one of these guys. I guess we'll engage here. Because then we don't have to increase our threat. And I'd actually rather have higher threat there. So we're ready, Sam. We will defend with Baragon. It's attack of 4. We're defending for 5. No shadow effect. We'll swing with everything to take him out. Feeling good. Alrighty, we go up to 21. We will ready. We're just send for aid. Alrighty, okay. Now we can start questing a little bit harder on these side quests. So that's nice. Alright, we'll pass out money. Let's spend 1 to play Send for Aid. Whenever we defeat Send for Aid, we get to search the top 10 cards of our deck for an ally and put it into play. Really looking for like one of those northern trackers. That'd be kind of sweet. I would be okay with that. Nice. Not playing anything else. We're showing 6. Northern tracker. 5, 9, 11. Plus 1 defense here. 13. What did I say? We're showing 6. 1, 2, and 1, 2. So that's going to put us at 17. Requesting on Send for Aid. I'm going to flip into an Arc of Mordor. So that's going to show us a total of 6, 8. And we quested for 17. So we have plenty to clear Send for Aid. Search the top 10 cards. There's that Northern Tracker. See if there's anything else. 100% Treebeard. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We could also go Skinbark, but I think I like Treebeard here. So we'll pull Treebeard in. He comes into play exhausted, which is totally fine because we don't need him now. We'll shuffle. That was big. That was nice. Getting the Treebeard was very, very nice there. Because he'll start collecting some resources, and I'm going to put him right here just because I will forget to add resources if I don't. And then he can... Yeah, that felt good. That felt real solid. Alrighty, cool. We'll engage here. We'll ready. We'll defend here. Freebeard. I love that. I love that. Yes, Freebeard. He's attacking. No shadow effect. We'll go 2 for enough to take him out. Alrighty. Let's stand up. Increase our threat to 22. We'll draw a card, which is a Galadriel's Greeting. I'm running out of money. I'm gonna start using like trackers or something. Oh, and Treebeard gets some money. Even if I put him in this row, I forget about him. Alrighty, sweet. Let's go 3 from Sam to play Galadriel's Greeting to reduce our threat by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still, we have a lot of shields in here. We have our dagger in here, which actually we could probably use Beaufort to search for at this point. We don't need to use Beaufort to quest. So let's go ahead and search for a dagger. Looking for... Nope. And then we also want to grab Skin Bark. So I don't want to play Will of the West because there's still a couple of like really high priority targets in a thinner deck, which we'll be able to find easier. And then there's still that coveted Gandalf that we're still looking for. I think. 1. Yeah, there's one more Gandalf in there. Cool. All right, so we are showing 6. We have 6 there. We're gonna go. We're gonna quest with Glorfindel for 4. Arwen for 2. That takes us up to 8 or 6. Northern Tracker clears here. That's 7. So we can only place 3. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just questing for 7, showing 4. We're gonna flip into a Dungeon Warg, which surges and makes an immediate attack. We will block with Baragon. It's gonna be 3 to 5. No shadow effect. And it surges into each player exhausts the character he controls until the end of the combat phase. Exhausted characters cannot ready. So we're stuck there actually. Okay. We quested for 7. We're showing 5. So we're gonna go up to 8 here. We could grab the warg. No, I think I just want to. I kind of want to. Yeah, no, we're not. Not gonna grab the warg. You still have a ready before the reveal, since you haven't after action window after shadow cards are revealed. Oh, okay, okay. I didn't realize that there was a. Okay, sweet. So I do have the ready. Okay, nice. So I will engage here, and then we'll defend and take them out. Cool. Thank you. I did not realize that there was a little action window in there. Alrighty. Let's stand up. Increase our threat to 17. What a crazy sentence. Draw into. There's the shield. Alrighty. That feels very good. We're gonna engage here this round. We're gonna try. We're gonna have to like not quest hard at all, which will be kind of fun. Let's pass out money. I'm gonna drop a shield onto Baragon. Okay, so there's another Gandalf in here, and then the end. So we'll quest for 4. Five. We'll flip into a warg. So we increase our threat by 1. We fail unsuccessfully. or fail successfully. Yes. We will go ahead and engage here. He's attacking for 5. We will defend for 6 and pass out a damage here. He gets +1. So he attacked us for 6. We defended for 6, so we're good. And then we'll go 5, 9 to take him out. And the war goes back here. Okay. We'll stand up, increase our threat to 19. Draw into, gather information. That's it right there. Okay, so we can use this card. We can quest here, Will of the West, and we can be off to the races. Gather information works really, really well for us. Sweet. Okay. Where's my blue? I don't know where it's at. Okay, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. We're adding 3, so that's going to be 19. I'm going to start counting my resources on Glorfindel here. There you go. 19 resources. We don't need the other ones quite yet. Alrighty. Yeah, I can see why that this one is rated a little bit lower, mainly because we can just hang out here and build up. There's no pressure in not pushing. Let's go gather information out there. We'll quest on gather information. We'll go 4, 8, 10, 12. We're showing 2. We're questing on gather information. Let's flip into when revealed, each ally gets -1 to all their stats. So we'll go down to 11. That does clear gather information, though. Northern Tracker, Unexpected Courage, Galadriel Greeting, Skin Bark is probably the one that we go for. Or Gandalf. Page 22 of the rules reference has a nice graphic of action windows during attacks. Ooh, okay, sweet, thank you. Part of me wants to go with Gandalf here and sneak attack Gandalf in for the card draw, then play Gandalf for the card. We're going to do that. Let's grab Gandalf, because I think Gandalf can get a Skin Bark, and if not, then we don't have Skin Bark, and it's fine. Alrighty. Cool. During the combat phase, I guess engagement phase, we will go ahead and engage here, which will ready Sam. We're going to go ahead and spend 1 to sneak attack Gandalf to draw 3 cards. Got another sneak attack, dagger, and a Galadriel's Handmaiden. Sweet. We'll block with Baragond. Deal 1 damage to it. It's going to be 2. It gets +1. It does not. We'll swing back with people to die. Gandalf pops back to our hand. During the refresh phase, we'll go ahead and sneak attack Gandalf for 3 card draw. Got Northern Tracker, Skin Bark, there he is, and a Song of Travel. He'll pop back to our hand, and then we'll pass out. We'll end the round. Go up to 20, pass out money. This goes up to 22. Then we will draw into a Test of Will. That's nice. Spend 5 from here to go down to 17. Play Gandalf. We'll draw 3 cards. Will of the West, Skin Bark, and a Northern Tracker. We'll go ahead and spend 2, 4. It's actually just 3 to play Skin Bark here. Comes in exhausted. We will spend 4. Takes this down to 13 to play a Northern Tracker. We'll go ahead and spend 4 to play a Northern Tracker. And this is what happens when you get card draw. We're not going to play Dagger. We'll play Dagger once Sam comes back to us, but we don't need to do Dagger now. I guess we could play Song of Travel on Baragond if we wanted to. Sure, why not? Let's go Song of Travel on Baragond. That's not there. Okay, we've got 2. Now we'll go 2 here. Take them down to 11 to play Gladriel's Handmaiden. Reduce our threat by 1. And yeah, that felt that feels pretty good at this point. So we drew a lot of cards and we played a lot of cards. At this point, we can we can push through that pretty easily. We'll go ahead and quest for just 6, I guess. Here with the characters that don't exhaust. I'm going to flip into a dungeon warg. He's going to attack us first. We'll go ahead and block. 3 gets +1. We take no damage. He takes 1 damage though. And that's going to surge into Gates of Iron. While it's in the staging area, progress cannot be placed. Discard the top of the encounter deck, and we have to discard a card. Okay, so we quested for 6. We're showing 4, so we do place just enough to push. Shuffle the encounter card, discard pile into the encounter deck. We discard cards until we get an enemy, and add that enemy to the staging area. Then each enemy gets they cannot take damage and gets +X engagement cost, where X is the number of progress tokens here. At the end of the round, reveal an encounter card, then place 1 resource here if no enemies were engaged this round. So we're not going to be engaging any enemies. Okay, we got an orc. We will go ahead and travel here. Discard a 0 threat card. So we're going to toss Will of the West. We have another Will of the West in our hand. Okay. We're not going to engage any enemies because we don't want to deal with that. So we will reveal an encounter card, which is Orc Eye, -5 engagement cost. Each orc enemy engaged with a player gets +1 threat. Alrighty. Cool. Gandalf goes away. We place a money there. Stand up. Draw a card into another test of will. Alrighty. Pass out money. Go up to 14 here. It does surge. Each player raises threat by 1 for each guarded objective. We don't have any guarded objectives, so that's going to surge. Exhaust the character until the end of the combat phase. Okay, so we will have exhausted Bofer. And then he won't exhaust. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. We can defend a lot. Trying to figure out if I want to engage here. I don't think I care about that. Our threat is so low. I don't think we're gonna ever actually deal with that. So I think we're just going to quest here and just push pretty hard. We're not gonna engage anything this round. At the end of the round, we will engage everything, which would be fine though. Okay, so let's go ahead and count this up. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 +1 defense here. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. We don't have to exhaust there. 1, 2. So that takes us to 18. We are showing 3. So we're probably not pushing this round, but we will get everything next round, which is not too bad. I guess we'll go +2 here. Is there any reason? Yeah, we'll just go with the Northern Trackers as well. We'll go 3 additional ones. 1, 2, 3. That's 23. That feels pretty good. All right. 23, we're going to reveal into each player must choose either raise your threat by 1 for each character you control or discard a character you control. We will discard the Handmaiden. So we'll reduce this by 2. So we're showing 3, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll place 16 progress here. Okay. That's cleared. We'll go ahead and play Elrond's Council to reduce our threat by 3. And we'll actually add 1 more there. I'm about to shuffle it all back in, so we might as well, right? Okay. Not going to engage anyone. At the end of the round, we're going to reveal an encounter card, which will be a Jailer. That kind of stinks. That's not great, actually. Then we'll place... Actually, I think first, we're going to spend this resource to play Will of the West. Remove that from the game and shuffle these back in. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that choice. Because now we can hit those Gandalfs, we can hit the sneak attacks. We just have a lot of options at this point. We will place a token there and progress, which will make this a pretty tough upcoming round. All right. Threat goes up to 17. This adds here, and we're going to push. When revealed, each player adds the chieftain to the staging area. Each player chooses a hero he controls, discards all tokens and attachments from it. Is there an action phase before I draw cards? Actually, I don't care. I don't need Song of Travel anymore. Discards all tokens and attachments from it and attaches to an unattached enemy in the staging area as a captive. Players make a standard of engagement checks against each enemy in the staging area, reducing the engagement cost of each enemy not guarding an objective to 0. Okay. I think we will... I think we throw it on the ward. So we got these guys. Alrighty. No, we're not, because we can have a Northern Tracker block this. I go here. This is going to take an ally, which I think will be the Handmaiden. All right. Okay. Increase our threat. Draw a card. Unexpected Courage. Nice. Let's pass out some money. That actually is huge. Drawing the Unexpected Courage right there. Let's go 2, because now we can defend multiple times this round. And be very, very happy with the results. Sweet. Cool. And then Skinbark can come through and just smash. Between Baragon and Treebeard, you have a ton of defense. Oh yeah, I do have Treebeard too. Nice. I was thinking about the northern tracker, but I think yeah, it makes a lot of sense to just do that. Okay, we are here at the beginning of the quest phase. Discard cards until you get a enemy and add it to the staging area. You cannot defeat this while a guarded objective is in play. Quest out of 10. Okay, so we're showing two. Alrighty, we'll quest for 6. Oh wait, no, let's ready up. um, all right. We'll quest for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna give the +1 defense to Treebeard here. I think we're good with just 10 right now. At the beginning of the quest phase, we're gonna discard until we get a enemy. All right, so we're gonna get a warg, which kind of stinks. That's fine. We'll block with Treebeard, so it's gonna be a 3/3. It gets +1. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're showing. Oh, and that's we add it, so it's not surging. Cool. Okay. So we're showing 3, requesting for what did I say? 2, 4, 6, 10. Work is added so it doesn't attack. Oh, even better. I'm okay with that. Thank you. So we're requesting for 10. We're showing 3. I think at this point I'd rather have the characters ready so that we can take out some of these enemies. Um, yeah, I think I'm pretty okay with that. Um, yep, sweet. We'll go 12. 12, we're going to flip into when revealed, each player exhausts a character he controls until the end of the combat phase. Exhausted characters cannot ready. That's bad. We're going to test a will this. We're going to play a test of will and we're going to cancel that. Mainly because we can't unexpected courage during the combat phase at that point. So, okay. So that's done. We quested for 12. We're showing 13, so we'll place 9. We have a... We don't. We're not going to engage anybody. We are going to... I'm going to block for 4 here. No shadow effect. Sweet. We're going to block for 6 here. Deal a damage back. He's attacking for 3. No shadow effect. And we'll block for 6 here. Does not deal a damage. It gets +1. So we take no damage. Sweet. We're going to need to attack with Skin Bark to take this guy out. We rescue Galadriel's Handmaiden. When he's engaged with another orc enemy, he cannot take damage. Okay. We'll spend 2 from Treebeard to ready Skin Bark. We will attack for 5, 9 to take out the Chieftain. And then we will attack for 2, 4 to take out the Warg. We're good. Alrighty. Everyone take a big sigh of relief. Let's stand up. Increase our threat to 19. We'll grab a Galadriel's Handmaiden. Increase our money to 20. And more. Go ahead and spend down to 18 here to play a Handmaiden. Decrease our threat by 1. We'll quest on Find Your Way Out. We are showing 3. We're at 18, so we'll quest for 4, 6, 8, plus 1 defense to Baragon, 10. That's way overkill, but here we are. And the Urk Warglet Rider. So that's going to be a total of 6. We quested for 10, so we'll place 4 here. But we cannot win until we have taken control of that objective. So we'll go ahead and engage. We will block with Baragon, dealing a damage. Attacking enemy gets +1. Take no damage. And we will have Skinbark free our good friend Samwise Gamgee for the win. Oh wait, we didn't. That one's actually added. So this is the first player discards cards from the top of the deck until they reveal an ally. We're going to cancel the when revealed effects on that card. And then we actually only add 3 less, which still puts us at 10. There we go. Okay, so I missed a step, but we fixed it. Good stuff. Nice. Good stuff. You still need to get an enemy at the start of the quest phase to reveal more marker. Thank you, Jared. Yes. GG. That was good. Yeah. I think there wasn't really any pressure to move off of that first quest phase, so we were able to really build. I think that gather information turn where we were able to go grab Gandalf, sneak attack Gandalf in for card draw, which drew us another sneak attack, which got us the card draw. Then you play Gandalf, so we netted off of the gather information 8 cards, 9, 10 cards actually, because we got 1 from gather information. Then we kept sneak attacking and Gandalf, and at that point it was just a snowball, and we just stomped on them. We were able to draw the Skinbark. I think a Test of Will, or not a Test of Will, I'm sorry, a Ancient Matham would probably work here, just to kind of supplement some of the card draw. Or a Foe Hammer. A Foe Hammer would also work because you can use the Foe Hammer for a Glorfindel attack with a Dagger of Westernissi. There's a couple of options. I think I would try and supplement the deck a little bit more with some card draw. But I do like this hero lineup. I think the hero lineup works really well. Keeps a really low starting threat, and then passing out the Song of Travels and stuff was able to just kind of like really smooth over the resource. The heavy reliance of blue allies and blue cards in the resource. So I thought it was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Thanks so much for hanging out. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. And happy Friday. So, hope everyone has a good weekend as well. But until next time, which will probably be Monday, I probably will be playing some Marvel Champions on Monday, but who knows with how schedules can change these days. So, make sure to monitor the YouTube homepage for the weekly schedule. I will be posting that on Sunday. Thank you all for hanging out. Oh wait, I get to open a pack. What am I doing? I got so excited. Okay, we're gonna go to the Be Right Back and we're gonna open some packs. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll see you all very, very soon. Alrighty. We got new cards, the Crossing of Poros, which is actually the final adventure pack in this cycle. And so I think we'll do this, and then I believe after we play this, we'll probably move on to Return of the King, which is which I'm pretty excited. I was so excited, I almost forgot to skip my prize. Yeah, right. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop this bad boy open and see what we got. I've heard tell that there is a version of the Northern Tracker, or not Northern Tracker, Ranger of the North in here. So kind of cool. Let's go ahead and put this guy right here. Let's open up. I feel like this cycle went very fast. Maybe it didn't, and it's just like life it's felt like it's gone really fast. But I feel like this cycle has gone really quickly. Alrighty. Oh, we got Quick Beam. We got another int. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited already. So Quick Beam is an int. He's a 12 cost 2/4/1/5. As an action, we can deal 2 damage to him to ready him, limit once per phase. That's really interesting. 12 threats, 4 attack, 2 quest. It's like I get that the threat is typically a summation of the stats. 2 damage to ready him. Then you can't play Quick Beam. Probably pairing this with the Treebeard lore ally. I mean, for a thematic, right? Interesting. I do like the 2 willpower and the 4 attack. Like, it's kind of nice that you have the nice willpower at the beginning, and you can also have the attack, and you can do both of it in the same round, right? You can deal the damage to ready and attack. Is there a way to heal? Oh yeah, yeah. You can heal Quick Beam, Warden of Healing, anything like that. So I like it. It'll be interesting to see how he plays. Well, I'll be interested to see. But I do love ents, so that's always fun. We got a Hobbit, Howlfast Gamgee. This is a 3-cost leadership Hobbit, 2 willpower, 1 attack, 0 defense, 2 health. Reduce the cost to play him for each side quest in the victory display. That's cool. And then after he enters play, add 1 resource to a hero's resource pool. That's awesome. Okay, so I mean, like, yeah, he is a 2-cost ally for 2 willpower, right? Because you get that rebate. The nice thing about it is that if you are running with the side quest, then you can go just kind of crazy and net profit. Like, if you have 3 side quests in the victory display, like we did this last game, he plays for free and you get money. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I wonder how many times you will have that many side quests in the victory display and also not be in a situation where you have an abundance of resources, just because, like, if you are able to run against those side schemes, you've had time to kind of stall and build a little bit. So I'm curious how necessary his ability will be, right? Like, you can always use it. It's always just a 2-cost ally for that. So that's not bad. Choose an ally you control, or discard an ally you control. This is a 0-cost Bulwark of the West. This is a leadership event. Discard an ally you control to choose and discard a condition attachment. Alrighty. Not bad. Next up, we've got a Bjorning. It's a 3-cost 0/3/1/3 tactics ally. It's the Bjorning Guardsman. After he participates in an attack that destroys an enemy, discard him and place X progress on a location where X is the destroyed enemy's printed threat. I like that. That's pretty cool. So you're placing this on a location. It could be in the staging area. It could not be. And it's not a forced response. You can choose to do this. So it would be nice to just have, like, the 3 attack out there for a while. And then the 3 damage is nice to soak some, like, archery stuff. I'm okay with that. That's solid. Hey, we got a trap. Glad we didn't play the trap game this time. Followed. Play into your play area, unattached. If unattached, attach to the next eligible enemy that engages you. While the attached enemy is engaged with you, reduce the total threat in the staging area by X, where X is the attached enemy's printed threat. That's interesting. That's really interesting, especially if you have, like, someone like Baragon Um, or I don't know. If you're running a lot of tactics and you have a lot of ways to defend that enemy, they have a high threat. Like I've seen some that are like 4 threat, but like fairly low or fairly unassuming like attack stats. So if you can just consistently defend and then you can have like a tactics and you can offset your questing with that trap. It's also not a unique, so you can have as many of them as you want, and then you lean into the Dunedain because now the enemies that are engaged with you trigger a ton of your cards, but as well as reduce threat in the staging area. That's I like that. That's fun. That's really fun. Flight to the Sea. Play only if you control a Noldor or a Sylvan hero. Shuffle the set aside Wind of the Sea. There it is. From the encounter deck, and then remove Flight of the Sea from the game. You can always force snare the followed enemy and ignore the trapped enemy while you quest. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool. That's amazing. We're gonna find a Wind from the Sea is what we're looking for. Shuffle is set aside Wind from the Sea. Oh, aha. Wind from the Sea. This is an encounter card. When revealed, ready each hero committed to the quest and remove Wind from the Sea from the game. As a shadow effect, we can ready the defending character. I do like the fact that it has a shadow effect. I don't think the Ranger had a shadow effect. Cool. Thank you. Yes. Ready each hero committed to the quest. I mean, like there's some heroes that don't really need the readying, or like once you quest with them, it doesn't really do much to have the ready. So it can be nice. The nice thing is that this does not surge, so you're not actually revealing another encounter card. I think that's a big part of it. And then the shadow effect or ready the defending character is it's okay. Oh, and it doesn't get discarded. So if it hits as a shadow, it gets shuffled back in. That's cool. Alrighty, nice. Nice. Okay. Alrighty. 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 That's cool. That's cool. We got Eamon Armin Ranger. This is a 2-cost lore 0112. After they commit to the quest, choose an enemy with a trap attachment until the end of the phase. You have plus X willpower, where X is the chosen enemy's printed threat. Okay, that's cool. Especially if you can get like a really nice one for this followed trap, and then like you can just have this set out there and just quest like a total um just like quest forever. So like if you do have something that's a 3 with a forward snare or a 4 with a forward snare, now this is going to be questing for, yeah, for 4. That seems good. I want to build a trap deck. The best part is not revealed. It's a shadow effect. So, oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm all in of for this trap deck thing. I think that we just got a lot of fun new toys for traps. That's cool. These are really interesting. We do have a lot of traps in green already, which makes sense that our allies are going to be in green at that point. But traps are cool. Traps are really, really cool. That's fun. The Dam Burst. Play only if you control a unique character with the int and another character with the Hobbit. Ready each damaged int character you control. That can be insane. Booming ints. Attacking again for 5. Or 6, I guess, right? No, 5. That's cool. The Jerndingles, the Boomings. There's a lot. There's a lot there. Um, which I guess like now that I'm thinking about it, Ints and Hobbits would be a really fun combo because Ints have a really high threat cost, but Hobbits have a really low threat cost. So you kind of average out to where you want to be, and then this benefits from playing that. But if you run like, I would honestly probably run Crick Beam over Treebeard. I don't think I want to. I want to do the Treebeard ally, so you could go Quick Beam and then 2 hobbits or something, and then you're looking at a pretty mild threat, like 25 to 30 ish. That's kind of cool. That's kind of interesting. I like that a lot. Finally, we have the Magic Ring. Hobbit heroes with allies are a good combo usually. Sweet. Okay, cool. It's nice to have that validation. We've got a magic ring. I actually just played this in my last two-handed game because this came in the dwarf starter pack. This is a 2-cost neutral attachment. You can only have one on your a hero and one in your deck. This is not unique though, so multiple players can play it. You can exhaust the magic ring, raise your threat by 1 to choose and heal a damage from the attached hero, add a resource, or ready the attached hero. Uh, very good, very very good, especially if you're running dwarfs and you're running like who is it that reduces your threat every time you play a dwarf? Anyways, throw that on Dane. You can keep him ready. You can when Dane is about to panic defend, he'll potentially take some damage. So there's a lot of really cool things that Magic Ring can do. I like this pack. I think the pack. I don't think that there's any overly busted cards, but I think they're all pretty interesting. I'm happy to have another Int hero. I think that's pretty cool. I'm excited to see the trap and all of this kind of go off together. That seems pretty fun. Nice. I think that's my least favorite. I don't think I want to really ever discard an ally, but potentially. About the Will of the West. I guess you could actually no. That works really well for Gandalf, right? So if you play Gandalf and he's gonna get discarded anyways, use that, or Sauron, or Glorfindel, or not Glorfindel, Galadriel or Elrond. Like there are cards that discard anyway, so you might as well just use it to get a benefit. That makes a lot more sense actually. Leadership has stuff like Prince, who will benefit from allies leaving play. That's true as well. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. As well as um Theoden. No, who's the Rohan character? Aylmer. Aomer could benefit off of stuff like that. Okay, yeah, no, I like it's very niche in the deck build, but that's where I want the cards to be. I want the cards to not be, oh my gosh, I have to include this every single time. It's like if I'm running this specific deck, this card is going to be awesome, and that's what you want to see in these cards, at least in my opinion, especially at this point in the game's life cycle. Nice, very cool stuff. Awesome. All the stuff that I said before. Good hanging out with you all. Hope you all have a good weekend. I'm posting schedules on Sunday, and we will see you next week for some more streams. Hope everyone has a good, safe, and fun weekend, and we'll see you next time. Peace.